Hi everyone, it's Michelle Sleeper. How's everyone doing tonight? Happy Friday the 13th. Let's have some fun. Let's love some people and take care of each other and feel good about each other. I want to thank you all for coming in tonight, and you're all welcome. God bless you.
Well, ain't my camera on?
Hello there.
I'm all dressed up, my hat, my yellow shirt.
Oh, wow. Fancy.
Look, my shirt,
Wow.
my shirt's got so big that I had to pin it at the top. They're falling off me.
Yeah, that's what I have to do too. It's crazy.
If this keeps hanging, I'm going to have it cut off. But I'm going to wear this hat to the doctor when I go the 27th. I'm going to wear this and this shirt because he always thinks of nuts anyway. And I'm going to wear
Oh,
my shirt.
they're gonna love it.
I always go in there cracking them up anyway. So, oh my
Hmm.
God.
I
There's
thought I
some,
saw Julie. Is Julie here?
yeah, I saw
Hi,
Julie too.
Julie.
Yeah, so now I'm going to crochet my hat to go with every top. I thought they can wear fascinators over in the UK, I can wear them over here in America.
Yeah,
Because everything is nuts over here anyway. So why not be nuts?
yeah. What I saw the Missouri governor activated the um, state. What are they? State
I
troopers or something.
What is it, Colin?
He activated his almond.
He activated his almonds. I haven't seen that. Now I'm getting nervous. I start
Yeah,
twisting
you run the almonds under the water, it activates.
No, Colin. When I get nervous, what was it? Alexa, what did the Missouri governor activate? Activated something?
He didn't do nothing. He just talked.
Let me
Who is
see.
our governor anyway?
Nobody knows.
Missouri governor activates National Guard, declares state of emergency. And you didn't even know you
Oh,
were in
because
a
of
state of emergency.
yeah, they're having protests. Either that or the floods. Alexa, put the volume on 10. Well, we got I heard today when I was listen to that one news RPM or R whatever, where our ground is so saturated we can't take no more flood. Uh, but tomorrow, my mother-in-law just told Colin not to go anywhere tomorrow because there's so many protests. People are having protests.
Oh, wow.
So is it? Now I'm nervous.
Yeah.
We got
I'm
the sun's out now, but
mm-hmm. Is it
we
supposed to
had
rain tonight or something?
it's been raining like crazy.
Oh.
We had an
Hmm.
exciting day with who as usual. Me and Colin was cleaning, and it's pouring
Oh.
down rain. Kim's out. Kim's well, I'll tell you before everybody gets here. His bipolar, it's just all crazy. It's just out of whack. And he's
Hmm.
gonna buy another car, an old junker. And
Oh.
anyway, when he's like this, he's never been this bad.
Hmm.
So it just makes me being Colin nervous wreck. Well,
Yeah.
I asked him, I said, Kim, please. Okay, first of all, when I woke up, there were 2 tables he bought from the Dollar General in here, 2 end tables. And I thought, why did he buy those? They're like outdoor tables, but this house can't hold no more junk. I
Oh.
buy yarn. I got a whole corner full of yarn.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he just keeps buying stuff that don't make no sense. Like
Hmm.
these outdoor tables they were sitting in here. And I'm like, why is he buying those? So anyway, he just keeps buying stuff that don't make sense. And that's how I know his bipolar is out of control.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's bought 2 boats. He's bought 2 trucks, in the last year. He's bought a 4-wheeler. He's
Mm-hmm.
buying all these weird stuff that just don't make sense, building all these weird buildings. Well, anyway, me and Colin were cleaning and sweeping, and I said, Kim, will you please do one? Oh, he's back there, and he's said, well, if Dad don't want that car, I'm going to go ahead and buy it myself. So I said, Kim, will you do one thing for me? He said he was going to go fishing. It's pouring down rain like crazy. And I'm like, why are you going to go fishing? It's raining so bad. He goes, because that's the best time to go. And that's not true. Because when it's raining, they ain't biting, you know?
Mm.
So I said, can you please take out that box and just put it in the car? Take out the box of stuff to go to Goodwill because the car's empty. Can you take it out as you go? Well, he got real mad. So anyway, he goes to take it out. And I said, Colin, will you go down and check the mail? Because my package there, will you take out and put it in the car as you go? So Colin goes outside and Colin slipped and he fell.
Oh no.
You didn't get hurt, did you, Colin?
Yeah.
Colin says he did. But anyway, Kim
Oh.
comes in the house and he's screaming at me and he smacks me in the back of the head. And I just got out of the shower. Kim smacked me as hard as he could in the back of the head. And he said, you caused my son to fall and he's hurt real bad. And I said, what? And I,
Mm.
he shouldn't have smacked me because I asked Colin to go down and check the mail and Colin slipped and fell. I mean, I didn't cause him to slip and fall.
No.
So he's got it. So I called his mom and I said, me and Colin have both been trying to get them to help us, hope there's nobody coming here yet. Or, I mean, I want them to come in, but we've been trying to help them to help us because we got to do an intervention
Yeah.
because he's getting really bad. And
Mm.
he carries that one thing, that on his, with him all the time. So we're worried about that.
Oh man.
So what do you do, But anyway, I got my new old stock handbag today. And it's from like about 2005. But it's still cute.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, it's the sack. 2005 don't seem that long ago, but it's vintage. And what new old stock is stuff
Hi.
that Hi, Cynthia. Why don't you
Hi.
got your yellow shirt on? I got mine on, and I got a hat to match.
I don't have a yellow shirt.
It won't within, and they're like $6 now, Cynthia. I mean,
Oh,
Michelle.
nice.
She's talking, but we don't hear. It's a doggone big on me. I had to pin it. I'm going to have to get plastic
Are,
surgery.
are
Like
you muted, Cynthia?
I was muted.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get
Hi,
my neck done.
Tanya.
Yeah, here's my purse, but it's
If I'd have known, I'd have put my yellow shirt
well,
on.
go
Wait a
put
minute,
it
maybe
on
I
then.
have it on.
Mm.
This thing is so
No,
old.
I have the green one on.
Mm.
That's cute. But it's not. But this is 2000, probably 2005. It's never been used. It's
Oh, I
straight
love that
from the
bag.
factory.
Yeah, that's a nice bag.
But it's new
Hey,
old stock
Julie.
in it. It's really cute. But it's got the place for the still have the tags, new old stock. You
Wow,
collect
you got a
vintage
deal.
stuff. But anyway, yeah, I never. Oh, my button fell off. Oh no, my boobs might fall out. Oh, hang on.
Hi, Julie.
Hi,
Are you
everybody.
following me or am I following you?
Lord have mercy. I need a safety pin.
Yeah.
I know you got probably. I'm so fat you can't tell, but I've lost about 40 pounds. I'm gonna have to buy all new clothes. Look at this.
What you do is take them at the shoulder, kind of, sew the seam in at the shoulder, and it'll bring that V up. That's what I have to do.
This one. This. Lord have mercy. Look at that.
I know, and I use a walker, and I bend over just a little bit. I got to be careful I don't moon somebody or
Yeah.
flash them.
I'm gonna wear it to the doctor when I go, and I'm wearing my fascinator. I always have to crack them up at the doctor, so I'm gonna make me some more hats to match my
Mm.
shirts, and I'm gonna wear it.
I
Well,
just
good
love
for
that
you.
little hat. I can't wait to see the doll.
Yeah, they
That's
think
so
I'm nuts
cute.
anyway. They think I'm nuts because I am nuts anyway. So
And it's yellow. One time I saw a lady wearing a black crocheted shawl, and she had a little tiny black derby hat on her head, a little bitty one.
like this,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'll
And
do
I thought-
anything to get laughed at.
And I thought, is she serious? She wore it to a funeral home.
I'll do stuff like
Oh,
that
my
just to get
goodness.
laughed at. I just love. I don't care if people make fun of me. I think it's funny. The more you laugh at me, the funnier I think it is.
Well, I don't think anybody was laughing at her, so I guess it was all right. But I don't know, just kind of whimsical, kind of,
Mhm.
Well, Colin, tell Cynthia how I used to. It's because of her that I
Yeah,
love
she
yellow.
started
No, it's because of her
Hi,
that I love.
Colin.
Colin can tell you how I used to hate the color yellow.
Oh no.
Mm.
I used to hate it until I met you. And you got me on it. Now I love it. I buy yellow clothes. I got yellow yarn. I
Yeah.
do
It's so
everything
bright. It's
yellow.
so bright and cheerful.
Well,
Yeah.
it was school bus yellow that I hated, but I've always loved sunflowers.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, there you go.
But since I met Cynthia King, I started loving yellow, and I've got so much yellow stuff.
Well, I'm glad you think of me once in a while when you wear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, we need to. If we ever meet up, we got to wear our yellow shirt at top. When
Yeah.
she
All
had that,
right.
when she had that shirt on that day, and she came up, I thought I knew it right there. I said she's got the same. She's got my top on.
Do they still have that same print, you
Yeah, they
think?
got it for $6.99.
Oh, I gotta go
I'm
see.
gonna have to check it out when I
Mine,
get my check.
yeah, mine's so old that it's getting kind of faded and it's gonna become a sleep shirt real soon.
Well, I got mine last summer, and
Oh,
I think I paid 14.99 for it. But
yeah,
they've got you. But online in the magazine is where you need to make the order from. Okay, if you go online, you got to go to the clearance. But if you do it like you got to make sure you put in this exact thing. But they got a lot of tops. But that well, this is a 4X, but I need to go down to a 3X now.
yeah, yeah,
And I mean, I can get away with wearing a 3X or a 2X even in some of their stuff because they're made bigger. But I always like everything a lot bigger, and I like it to be long because it covers up.
yeah,
But their clothes always is long. I
right,
like
yeah.
everything real big, but they do have those bras that I like that are soft, and I'm going to get me some of them because they got them on sale for $19.99, and that's cheap for a bra.
Yes, it is.
And I get my and I noticed I went on Walmart.com and the leggings that Michelle wear those with the elastic. I love those denim,
Yeah.
the jeggings or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Walmart's got them on sale for $14.99 a pair. Now I got mine. I think I bought mine two pairs in a set. I think
They
I
Yeah,
saw
come
I,
some.
that
I got a
way.
couple of those sets too, I think.
Are they stretchy at the top and but
Yeah,
not
they
too
got
baggy?
elastic around the top, and then they're that spandex, but they're denim, but they're like
Wow.
spandex. They're really
Yeah.
nice.
Hey, Susan, how
By the
are
I love
you?
them.
by the time I get something that expands enough to pull up, because my arms are real weak, then it usually just looks like a big sack. So I
Well,
was thinking of leggings might.
Colin has to pull my pants up in the back when I get dressed because I mean I pull them up, but he has to pull them up for me, and then the poor kid has to pull them up. So, but now since I've lost weight, I pull my pants up. They're right underneath
Hi,
my
Shatika.
girdles.
Blessings to you.
But I haven't
Ah,
eaten nothing today, and
hi, Susan.
I haven't had anything today. And I checked my blood sugar, and it was still at 119. And I haven't
Hey,
had any.
Julie.
Well, I had a teaspoon of peanut butter a while ago,
Oh,
but it was still 100.
Oh my god.
Colin, be
oh,
careful.
is he okay?
Would you get your grease too hot?
I have to boil soap in a pan with grease.
Mm.
Oh, he's boiling up. He's boiling a
Oh,
pan. He puts the soap and water in there and boils it when he before he
oh,
washes
I'm
dishes.
glad he
Oh,
didn't spill it on himself.
Well,
yeah.
he fell, and my husband got real mad. But my in-laws are really, really upset with him, and they're about to
Mm.
about to lock him away.
Oh,
He's been showing his hind end. Which
oh,
Oh, boy.
he would take his medicine, he just won't take it. But I've never seen his bipolar as bad as it is right now. It's really bad. Colin, be careful.
Mm.
I don't
well,
know.
when they won't take their medicine, there's not a whole lot you can do.
You know,
It's true. That's true.
you know. Ugh,
Unless you can get it into his food.
he don't eat nothing. All he does is drink.
Oh,
Gosh.
Liquid diet. Yeah, they
yes.
I guess that is because what? Let me ask Alexa. Alexa, why is the Missouri governor? What did you say they did? Okay, Alexa, stop.
Activated the National Guard.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the
because of
rebugs are.
protests. Well, what's scary is that Iran. Oh, that's my.
They're trying to goad the protesters into to pushing them or firing them, throwing something at them so they can make it look like a
Right.
big to do, just like they did in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
I know people that live there, and they said
I thought
that's
maybe they were doing it because of the rain. Maybe that he was doing a state of emergency or something like that because of
no,
all the rain we had.
they're preparing for the violent
Well, it's awful
protesters.
because
Mm.
we do have a lot of Spanish people. But you know what? I don't. That's terrible because this going into people's home and knocking on the door and taking. I worked with this lady. Her name's Teresa. She always, I would call her Teresa, and she'd say no, Teresa. And she messaged me, and she told me that they're worried to death because her son works for the state,
Mhm.
the highway department, and they will go right to like people that work out, and he's been there for 40 years. Well, not that long. He's 40 years old, so he couldn't have been there 40 years. He's been there for at least 15, well, since he graduated from high school, and she's afraid that they'll come out there and they'll take him right from the highway department, and
Mm.
because this is terrible. And then you know who is saying with this?
Well, I read somewhere that the farmers, the big wealthy farmers that donated to them, are complaining because they don't have their workers now and their crops are going to go bad and not be harvested.
Yeah.
So he's thinking about making exceptions for certain, certain people, certain employment.
Well,
That's not
you know
right.
the
If they're
Simpsons have always made those predictions. The show The Simpsons, they've never been wrong about their predictions they've made, and they made a
yeah,
prediction about. And they,
don't
I
don't
know,
say
don't
it.
say it.
Yep.
We won't
Don't.
say it. We won't talk about it no more. But
Mm.
about you know who. Oh God, I got to make a pink hat because I got a pink top.
Yeah.
I got
Oh
several
yeah.
of those. Oh, I already started. I forgot. I'm gonna wear this to my daughter.
Well, I'm all for getting rid of the criminals and
Yeah, them,
the people doing bad stuff.
but not the good people.
But there's a lot. Yeah, there's more good men, much more good than bad. But if they were selective about it and doing it right, I think they'd have 100% of the population behind them.
Right.
You know.
Our little friend, she's on hospice. She's 104 years old. She's a very young
Oh,
104 years old. Uh,
Mm.
but my mother-in-law called last night and told us that she's on hospice, and
Oh.
I can't remember her name. She's the sweetest little thing. She's Spanish. Her daughter's
Mm.
Linda, I know, but she's more my mother-in-law's friend. But I remember
yeah.
about 8 years ago, we were at my mother-in-law's um, for Christmas Eve, and she always dressed red was her favorite color. And my mother-in-law said, I can't remember her name for uh, I think it's Rosemary. Rosemary, maybe
Mm.
Rosemary, or Rosetta, or something like that.
That was my mom's name,
Oh, was it?
Rosemary.
That was my next door neighbor's
Yeah.
name was Rosemary, and she we would call her Rosie or Rose. She said no, it's Rosemary. She always wanted to be called Rosemary. But anyway, my mother in law said uh, she said I want you. What could you make her for Christmas? She said I'll buy the yarn and everything. She said I want you to make her something red, and I said well. Uh, she said what could you make her? And so I called. She called Linda, her daughter, and she said I'm going to have Nora make her something for Christmas. What would you think she'd like? And she said, oh, you know what she'd love? she would love a poncho. Can Nora make a poncho? And my mother-in-law goes, where do you think all those prayer ponchos and shawls come from at the church? Of course Nora can make them. Because I made a whole bunch of shawls and ponchos out of scrap yarn, and we put them on the back of the pews at the church. At the time, we still had the church. So my mother-in-law went to Hobby Lobby and she bought the red yarn with the sparkle in it. You know how soft it is. So
Uh-huh.
I made her a poncho with
Aw.
sleeves in it, you know, and it made it like round, but I made like the sleeves so they come right here and you slip your arms in it. And then I got that eyelash yarn and I put that around the bottom so it kind of looked like red fur. And it was like she just thought that was the greatest thing she'd ever seen in her life.
Aw.
Oh, I'll bet she
And at the
did.
time, my hair was about down to here. And she said, Nora, come here. And she goes, and this was on Christmas Eve, and she put my hair up on my head and she put it, it was so fancy. Here we are having Christmas Eve, and she said, your hair is so long and thick and pretty. And I was still dying at the time. And she fixed my hair and put it up on top of my head. And she said, hang on, I got just the thing. She went out to her car and she got her lacy thing that she wears to church. You know, they're Catholic. They wear the black thing over their head. She had one of those combs that was real tall. She
Mhm.
put that in my bun and she put that scarf over my head. And she goes, now you need some castanets so you can. Said, you with those dark eyes, you look just like the
Aw.
senorita. And I was like, oh my gosh. She is so sweet. She was the sweetest thing. She still is, but she's 104 years old.
So you have dark eyes? Your eyes look
No, honey,
blue
my
on
eyes
here.
are so dark, they're black.
Mm.
You can't even see my
Oh,
pupils. You
okay.
seen that picture of me when I was young? Adam still says this day, Mom, how come you look Spanish?
I do remember. I do remember seeing that. Now
Yeah.
that you mention it.
Mhm.
Well, you know, there's almost always a glare on the glasses, so you can't really tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
My dad, he's
Michelle, are your eyes
They're
blue?
brown. I'm the only one in my
Yeah.
family with brown eyes. Everybody else has blue or hazel.
my sister
Ah,
Joyce.
I've always had brown eyes, and my grandma thought that was so special that she had a granddaughter with real blonde hair, you know, and
Mhm.
brown eyes, and instead of
Huh.
blue. So
Well,
she,
Colin's a redhead and he's
yeah,
got brown eyes. And you
Mm.
know, they usually,
yeah. My brother was a redhead with
yeah.
brown eyes,
Now, Kim has real
and they,
blue eyes. And, you know, brown is dominant over blue. So my mother-in-law, she has red hair, and my grandma, she was red hair. Now my mom, she had dark hair, like almost, I mean, her hair was blacker than my dad. My dad's hair was black.
well, I gotta say that brown is usually dominant over blue, but if you have a
Yeah.
recessive gene, two brown-eyed parents can have a blue-eyed
Yeah.
Mhm.
child because it happened to
Yeah, my sister,
me. And I'll tell you what, his family had a fit that can't be his baby because he's got
yep.
brown
Well,
eyes.
my sister,
And I, oh man,
my
yeah,
sister Joyce, my older sister, she's got blonde hair and blue eyes. And all the rest of us. Now my brother, Bob, he had blonde hair, but he had brown eyes. But my sister was blue-eyed, blonde hair, and we used to tell her that she belonged to the milkman.
Hmm.
And she used to tell me to shut up. She says, because I'm 6 years older than you.
Hi, Kimberly.
wow, Julie, that's a
I
combination.
got mixed colored eyes, blue, green. Yeah, you know Dora Beth. Dora Beth has two different colored eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that. I've
That
seen
is
that.
cool. I went to school with,
Well, I told his family that if we were ever going to get along, that I never wanted to hear them question my son's paternity again,
yeah.
ever. And that put an end to
You
it.
putting sausage in that Colin? That ain't that pork meat, is it?
He has enough other of his traits that there's no doubt about.
Is that sausage or it ain't that hamburger? Okay, don't God, because you know I have stomach ache. Oh
Mm.
God, he's making spaghetti. I've already,
Oh,
Ooh.
you know,
I've
I
already,
really wanted some spaghetti today.
well, I've already had an accident. I've already had an accident today. They better find out what is wrong with me because I've already
Oh
had another
no.
accident and had to hop in the shower, and I wasn't ready for a shower yet.
Oh,
And
Yeah. I hate that when that
no,
happens. I made lasagna and it was so good. And Chris came today. He's here for the
mm,
weekend. And he was so glad that I had something and made so that he could eat right
did I say hi
away.
to Kimberly?
mm,
Probably didn't. I'm probably up here yakking so much.
mm.
But I make the quick version of lasagna. I don't go through the real deal. I mean, I use the canned sauce and I spice it up a little bit. And I use the no
Yeah, that's what me and Colin do. Uh, I've always
best
used
things
the
on sliced bread.
I've always used the made up. I like the Hunts and the can made up sauce better than anything. And then we doctor it up, and we put 5 kinds of cheese in our lasagna, and
Mm.
doctor that up. And I always take cottage cheese, dump it in a bowl, and put Italian seasoning and garlic and
I don't do
salt,
even that.
garlic, salt, and put Parmesan cheese in there, and then we use all kinds.
When my kids were little, they wouldn't eat anything white like that. No white cheese, no cottage cheese, no ricotta.
Really?
Yeah, nothing. Now they're like connoisseurs of every kind of food there is, but they wouldn't eat white. So I saw a recipe where you used American cheese slices in it
Oh,
instead of that
Mm.
cottage cheese or the ricotta, and I've used it that way ever since.
Oh,
I love cheese. The only kind of cheese I don't like is feta and blue cheese. Whew.
Feta's all right, but blue cheese I don't like. But feta's, it's all right. It depends on the spices in it or the how it's used. Jerry likes it on a Greek salad, but I don't like olives, so I don't like Greek
mm,
salad much.
mm.
My sister, I don't know what Colin's got out there, the flower bowl or something. Um, what's wrong, Collie?
We rolled out some noodles a couple weeks ago when Chris was home and dried them, and I'm thinking about making that for Father's Day meal tomorrow.
Oh,
That's always a treat. But beef and noodles, yeah,
Oh, it's Sunday, Father's Day.
yes.
Colin said
originally
his
my sister said she was having dinner or something, but then she never, since the ninth, she hasn't written, so I guess she never got any plans or something. I don't know.
Well, you better be contacting her and find out. Say, hey, I'm coming over for
That's
tomorrow. You're
okay.
gonna
I can let it pass.
Yeah,
Alice.
and then they'll call and then they'll say, "Where were you?"
Yeah,
Have
you
you ever had
never.
that happen?
Yeah, that's happened to me several times.
Uh huh. Uh huh. We stopped over to see my sister in law on her birthday, and when we got there, there were like 3 or 4 cars there. And so we went in, and I gave her gift, and so I said, "Oh, so you're having a party? I won't stay long and interrupt." She goes, "Well, no, I was expecting you." I said, "How were you expecting me? I didn't know anything about it." She goes, "Oh,
Mm.
you always come and bring something on my birthday. I figure you'd come."
Oh,
I said, "Okay, that was a quick cover, wasn't it, for not being
yeah.
invited?"
Oh gosh,
Yeah, 2 weeks, it'll be her birthday again. Mm.
how old's your sister?
That would be my sister in law,
Oh,
Mm.
sister-in-law.
and she's going to be 80.
Oh,
Yep. Her husband turned 80 in March, and she's going to be 80 in June. So, and they are doing great. So that's good news.
yeah.
You comfy, size?
She doesn't look like she's aged a day since she turned 55.
Hmm.
She's
That's how
just
my mother-in-law is. She don't look her age, or she don't do nothing to keep from I mean, she wears makeup and stuff, but she don't.
Nope, she doesn't wear any makeup.
Um,
But she's gotten very opinionated, which she never really was too much. But now she doesn't mind speaking her piece now.
I'm trying to get more opinionated. Thing is, I
Um,
can't remember what I'm wanting to be more opinionated. I keep forgetting what I'm.
I gotta make myself be less opinionated. People don't, they just don't want to hear it around here. I guess.
Hmm.
Oh, heck with them. People just state of the country and the. I don't know.
Yeah, I figure what will happen will happen, and my my family's set that if they need to leave the country, they will and can. So it's gonna happen if it happens.
Yep, it's nuts.
Hi, Kimberly. Pink hand waving. Oh, that must be the emoji.
Yeah. I did,
Susan
Susie,
East.
didn't I say hi to you? I said, hi, Susan. I think I did. I'm up here flapping my gums too much. Now I'm crocheting and not paying attention to nothing. I used to be able to crochet and pay attention. Well, I was counting then, but I'm not counting now.
Yeah,
But
I haven't crocheted anything in 2 or 3 weeks. I'm
Master
work.
Crojo?
well, YouTube is doing
Well,
something weird.
I guess that's what you call it. I've been doing art projects instead, but
Mm.
Yeah, I got my word search book out, and I thought had a hankering to do word search. So I thought I'm going to do it, and I cannot see even with these on, and these are 3.75, and that's as high as they go. And I'm
oh
like, God,
no,
I can't even see with them.
Mm.
put another pair of glasses over them.
Shh. Those reading glasses are my
That's what I
regular
have to
prescription
do
glasses. I mean,
when
I
I
can see
use
if I'm
number
holding
10 thread.
right up in my face, but if it's out here.
Yeah.
But I watched several people today on their lives, and everybody's saying the same thing. And I notice on mine, what is happening to the views?
Oh, I don't
Mm.
know.
And I've usually got in my dashboard when I look, I've got about 8,000. I've even had as far as 15,000 views, like where it shows your views, like in 48 hours, weeks, whatever. Like mine's like 2,000 now. Mine has not been that low in
Mm.
48 hours, and I don't know how long. So anyway, all these people are talking about their lows being their. I mean, everybody I went to wondering what is going on. Why are their views so low? I mean, this was like 5 different people. YouTube
Yeah.
is doing something. I don't know what they're doing. But what
Mm.
they do is every once in a while, I know this, and usually for me it's like August. They'll check. You'll see like a drop in your subscribers, and some of the people were saying they were seeing a drop in their subscribers. I think they check to see if subscribers are real. And last night I went live and did that thing for right after Michelle to see if anybody came in, but nobody did. And then, um, but I might do one tonight after Michelle gets off. I don't know. I might do one with just me crocheting. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know what's going from one
Yeah,
to.
there's got to be like a magic hour or something where people come in.
Yeah, it's usually like for me, it's like about 11:30 or something.
Mm.
But
I wonder if
and later.
maybe it's people, subscribers that interact.
I don't
Maybe
know, but a
they.
lot of people are saying, I mean, even great big channels are saying that their views are down. And it's something going on with YouTube because, I mean, all these people were saying, have you guys noticed that views are down? And then, like today when I went live, was that today I went live? Today I went live for like 30 minutes, and that's when I had the sudden cramp in my stomach and ended up, uh, no, I didn't have the accident until I started cleaning. Yeah, I started cleaning. After that, I got up and started cleaning, and then I had an
Mm.
accident. I'm like, God, I'm not ready to get in the shower yet. That was awful. Had to throw my clothes away.
They better
I
be
didn't.
careful because someone else will start a platform and they'll be out of business if they keep it
Yeah.
up.
Hmm.
Yeah, they
I mean,
shouldn't mess around too much.
it has happened. People
Yeah, and
get fed
I mean,
up, they'll leave.
so many people are going on about how they're. See, what YouTube does is they share your videos out, but people what? But I don't know if people are just worried about current events or whatever. But how you get views is people watch your stuff, and but YouTube shares you out. The algorithm, people got to come in and watch your stuff before YouTube will start sharing you out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
then when they share your algorithm out, they share your video out all over the platform, and then Susan said she went thrift sailing with thrift sailing. What you call it when you go to the thrift store, thrift sailing. I like that.
Susan.
But anyway,
Did you find lots of good buys or?
well, I got this box and the big stuff that I got to get rid of the big stuff. My whatnot's little stuff I'm not getting rid of, but big stuff is going.
Mm.
And a friend of mine, I told her, I said, I got all these dolls. I don't want them. I'm not going to try to sell them because it costs people a fortune to, I'd make them pay for the shipping, and they won't want to pay it. But
Well, you don't know if you have one that someone wants bad enough, they will.
Oh, cool.
well, I've already tried. One of
Put
my
them in your
friends.
shop. Put them in your Etsy shop.
Oh
You
God, no.
still have that, don't you?
Well, I haven't put nothing in there because the fees are too much.
Mm.
Oh,
The fees are way too expensive.
how about Marketplace? We do a lot on Marketplace around here.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. The fees there too. What they do is now is they take the fees right off as soon as you buy something. End up losing so much money. One of my friends, I told
Oh,
her, I said, I've got reborns and dolls. If you want them, come and get them. Well, can't
oh
you send them
wow.
to me? I'm like, no, I'm not going to send them to you when you live 10 miles away. If you want them, come and get them next time you're in town.
Oh wow.
You know, she can get them and then save her gas. And I'm willing to give them to her, but I'm not willing to give them to her and then pay the shipping to mail them to her. I said,
Oh,
you crazy
Susan,
thing.
you really scored. Yeah.
Wonderful.
You have to
Now you've
show us
got
what you got.
plenty more to make hats and stuff for it with.
I got enough yarn.
Michelle, I forgot all about that yarn that I was going to send you, and I went in the bedroom where my yarn room, and I saw it. And I thought, oh my gosh, she's going to think I
Oh,
forgot
you're fine. You're fine. Don't rush it.
it. Well, it's I
Rose
know
color?
I did absolutely forget it till I walked in
Mm.
there and saw because I have it gathered up. I just have to get it into a package.
Yeah, yeah.
But I had something I want to include with it, and it's not done yet, so I'm working on it.
Okay. All right.
So that'll give you a little, what's going on there?
Yeah. Wait
Little
to see it.
curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
But I have more than one color, so I'm just going to send what I have.
Oh, very cool.
But you know what I did with that yarn? It's I can't remember the name of it right now. It's that stuff makes those those ruffly things.
Uh-huh.
You know, I never opened it. I just used it as really thick yarn
Uh-huh.
and used it like a number 7 yarn, and I made a couple baskets out of it, and they
Oh, I
turned
bet
out
you those are pretty.
yeah, they turned out real well. I I never made a ruffly shawl out of one or anything, but the baskets sure look nice. And then I made a scarf for my son. It's a man's scarf that goes under like a leather jacket. It's just like 14 inches long.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice and warm.
Yeah.
What's the name of that stuff? Dazzle or Zazzle or well, I can't remember. Now I'm going to have to
Um,
go in and look.
this one's boutique sachet.
Sachet, that's the
Yeah,
name
the
of it.
sachet yarn.
Yeah.
That's the
I
one with the
was
sequins.
I was just starting out and I just had an opportunity to buy a bunch of it and I did and then I thought, now what am I going to do with that ruffly stuff? So be interesting to see it on a hat maybe with all those ruffles.
Yeah.
There's somebody that goes on VJs. She shows a ruffled hat once in a while. And the
Mm-hmm.
ruffles are huge and they're big. Oh, so cute.
Hmm.
I'm looking for.
What are you looking for?
Just checking my bank account because I got
Oh, that gets me in trouble.
I'm like counting down the days. The 6th day to payday. 6 days
There's
to
Mm.
payday. Because
there's never in there what I think there should be in there.
13
yeah,
days for me. That's a long time.
Yeah,
I
it
got 6
is.
days. I'm gonna order those other all those every every pink yarn, which I've got lemon, I've got bright, I've got cornmeal, I've got pale yarn. I'm gonna do the buttercup or whatever it's called. Every yellow yarn that they've got, red heart, so I can finish that thing, that blanket.
You used it for the tail feathers on the chicken, huh? Well,
Huh?
yeah, it would be ruffly. That would be cute. Oh, your son got a rototiller? I really regret selling our rototiller. Yeah, I really
Yeah,
regret it.
it's a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
Boop.
Because we don't have a place for a garden, so I didn't think I'd ever need it. But we were trying to work up a flower bed in across the front of the deck, and I really could have used it, or he could have used it. I can't handle it anymore. It'd take off running across the yard if I was trying to hang on to it.
Good God, I bought stuff from eBay and never gave them positive feedback.
Oh, I'm bad at that too. I'm
I
bad
got
at
a
going back
bunch.
in. Amazon's all these times emailing me, please review your purchase.
Oh God, I never do it on Amazon. I didn't even know you should. You're
No,
supposed
they
to.
went, that's a good chainsaw.
I just put where it says to.
Sounds like he's an outdoors guy, Susan.
Oh, Husqvarna. That's cool.
My husband is avoiding his mother and father because they're gonna give him what for. So my mother-in-law just messaged me. He's never came down there.
Oh, he's avoiding the wrath, huh?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Mm.
He's driving everybody nuts. He got since God gave up
Well,
cucumber.
just because he won't take his medicine, that's just odd.
He medicates, but
Yeah, but not the
Not with
right
the right
way.
stuff.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
you can always tell when somebody's bipolar when they're not taking their medicine because they're feel sorry for themselves. Anything that happens, always somebody else's fault. They're they're just buying stuff that don't even make sense. Now he never used to do that, but he does it now.
Mm.
Huh.
Now, like them tables he bought,
Mm.
these tables, they're like outdoor tables, and he brought them and they were sitting here, and I mean, he would never buy something like that. I'm like, these little cheap tables.
Hmm.
He said, I bought them because they were on sale. And for me, I mean, for him to, I don't, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
And he's going to buy another truck. He's got two.
Oh
Bought
wow.
two boats. He bought two boats. That is just absolutely
Hmm.
bizarre.
3 chairs, huh, for $7. Boy, hey, if one of them is a queen Anne, you really got a steal there. Even
Yeah.
if the upholstery's bad, it's worth $300-400
Mhm.
or more.
Yeah.
My mom saw a chair. She just fell in love with that little chair. It had a red velvet seat cover seat on it, and she swore it was a Queen Anne, and she treasured that till the day she died. She loved that little chair. She wouldn't allow anybody to sit on it. She kept one of her fancy dolls on it, and that
Oh.
was her pride and joy.
Hmm.
Well, I went to the Salvation Army one day, and there was this cutest pink chair, Pepto Bismol pink, just as cute as it could be. It was like a bedroom chair, like a real delicate pink chair, perfect, excellent uh, condition. They wanted $25, and I said, "Can you hold that until I go home and get a bigger vehicle to come back and get it?" And the girl says, "Yeah, you got to buy it first. Then we'll hold it." And so Colin said, "I don't think anybody's going to buy that, mother." And I said, "Well, they better not." So I gave her paid the money and ran home and got. Oh,
Oh,
okay, let me mute. Somebody's here.
Hmm.
the dog's letting you know someone's here. Oh,
Oh, cool.
Susan, you work fast, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, my mom used to love to buy old furniture and recover it and so forth.
Yeah, my mother-in-law had a upholstery business, and that's what we did. We, she would buy the furniture, and we'd reupholster it and sell it. But anyway, back to this chair. I bought that chair, and I had it in my bedroom, and everything was pink. And that was when I used to sleep in an actual bed. Everything in that bedroom was pink. Pink curtains, pink carpet. Well, the carpet was a more of a burgundy kind of maroon kind of a carpet. And I had made a big carpet, a square carpet with a locker hooking, and had it on both sides of the bed. But I don't know whatever happened to that chair.
Hmm.
Probably the boys probably broke it. They used to knock each other over in the furniture and do all kinds of wild things. Was that your dad, Colin? I hope not. Hope he stays gone till doomsday. Because he's going to be madder than a hornet. Always madder than a hornet. He's a hot mess, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
What you shaking in there, Colin?
The tomato juice on
No. I thought you didn't do that. Now, see, he told me he didn't do it like I did it, but he's doing something like I do it.
What's that?
When he takes dumps up the spaghetti sauce, I always used to put a little bit of water in there and swish it on the jars and
Oh yeah.
get the remaining out of there. He'd say, "Mother, that is so ghetto," but he's doing it.
Yeah.
And I used to find certain jars and I just keep them. I just had to keep them. And he would say, "Mother, you are not keeping that jar. That is a sure sign that is a sign that you're an old lady." I'm like, "I am an old lady." I remember one year his sister, Kim's sister, got us his meat tray, and it was from Hillshire Farms, and it had these this olive jars, this long skinny olive jar, and it was just really cool looking. It had like this like engraving, like print on it or whatever, and I'm like, I told Colin, I said, he said, Mother, why is that jar on the back of the sink with dishwater in it? And I said, because I'm going to keep it. He said, you are not keeping that jar. That is so. That's such an old lady thing. I said, well, I'm an old lady. He said, oh God, you and Grandma. But it was cool.
I have a thing. I have a thing for tiny jars.
Oh, me
If
too.
they're, if they're little, just like you're talking about, like that little olive jar,
Yeah.
something like that. And I have these antique half pint canning jars with the, what do you call those, zinc lids.
Yeah, the zinc
Oh.
lids. Yeah.
With the glass insets. And Jerry said, "Why don't you get rid of them? You're never going to can anything in there." And I said, "Because they're cute. And if I keep one and sell the rest, then someone's getting one that isn't a set. It doesn't have the whole set, 12 set. So I don't know.
Yeah, I love those too. I love the. I do too. I got it.
Well, it's a wonder you
like-
haven't gotten any from me yet. 'Cause I really.
Well, do they still? My sister told me they do. She said, I said, do they still put baby food in jars? And she said, ever you can get some. They do have them in jars. I'm like, oh God, I need some in jars. She goes, what are you going to do with them? I said, I don't know. I used to make these Christmas trees. You would take the baby food jars and you put them like in a row, and then you put less until you get to the top, and then you'd like drill a hole in the lid. You take a drill and drill the hole, and you'd put a Christmas light in there.
Hmm.
And I used to
Oh.
make those all the time, and I made my mom one, and I made her one, and put them in every one of the windows, and she just dearly loved them. She had them for years. I don't know whatever happened to them.
I'll be
And then
darned.
I told my sister I wanted to make those again, and she started laughing. She said, God, you and your crafts. I said, what do you mean, me and my crafts? You're doing crafts all the time too. We were laughing. But she said, yeah, they do make, though, they do put baby food in jars every once in a while. You can get them in jars. And I don't know if you can or not, but I know.
Jerry always picks my boxes when we get things from wherever, Amazon or anywhere else. Is it okay to throw this box away? Or is this a keeper?
Yeah, that's me. And I got that big Five Below box. And then when I got my clothes baskets, they sent it from Amazon, sent it in a great big box. Now those two I yet got to still fill those up to go to the Goodwill. So they're sitting over there waiting to be filled up.
I saw a thing on Facebook. It said, instead of donating to Goodwill, think about nursing homes and homeless shelters to see if they will accept them, and what they
Well, the
don't
stuff
use.
I'm sending off ain't worth doing that. A lot of it ain't worth. I'm just doing it just to basically throw it away. It's
Oh.
broken stuff, shoes that ain't got no mate. That's
Oh.
that's what I do. Stuff that ain't no good.
Oh. Okay.
And it's about like what went out in that box. And I forgot how I made this rim of this hat. Now I gotta quit wearing my beautiful hat.
Susan said she had one of those trees made out of baby food jars.
Oh, do
I
you?
don't think I ever saw one.
Yeah.
I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, a few years ago I made a. How did I do this? Did I go in the back stitch? Did I increase? I don't remember how I did it.
Hi, Mel. You
Hi,
knit
Mel.
and crochet, huh?
We'll
That's
see if
cool.
Mel- I got people a while ago that wasn't real, so we got to check Mel out.
I crochet. I don't knit. I've tried and tried and tried, and I get frustrated and I start crying and throwing things. So I don't try anymore. It's just not worth the frustration. Mm. It's amazing how you just don't put the effort into things that that can, I don't know, confuse you or whatever, aggravate
Yeah.
you.
I believe Mel has a channel. Bill is real. I had somebody saying they subscribed me, and when I did a live while ago, and it was just a quick light.
That's right, Julie. Some boxes are too pretty to throw away.
Mhm.
Oh no, what
That's
happened?
why I don't buy
Mhm.
those popcorn tins, because some of them
Hey,
are so
Mindy.
cute. I couldn't throw them away.
Yeah.
Oh, how pretty.
What color? What color of mandala? Ombre. I'd have to have three or four of them, Julie. I have a couple things in timeout. One's been in there for 3 years. I keep getting it out.
Oh.
And I love it. I love the color. I love the stitch. But I made it too big, and so I have to tear it out or something and use the yarn for something else.
Mm.
I keep threatening to make a pocket shawl. I've never made a pocket shawl. Mantra blue and greens. Oh, that sounds pretty.
Mm.
Oh, hi, Mindy. Oh,
Hi,
there's
Hello.
butter
Dorothy.
roll.
Hello. Oh, that ain't where I wanted to go. Get away from
Butter
you.
roll boutique.
That's Doretha.
Hi,
Ah,
Doretha. How are you?
I'm sorry. I'm not good with names, so I just use the channel name as a rule. Well, hmm.
Uh, Julie has a large popcorn tins. Oh, gosh, I got some yarn. Yeah, popcorn tins that
Yeah,
are rusted shut, and I
John's a good
know that
guy.
some of them's got lace in them. One of them, or one or two of them, has lace in them. I can't get them open
Yes, it is, Mel.
because they're rusted shut.
Doing well too, Doretha.
Oh,
It's great to see you.
have to get a can opener out.
Yeah, I think that's probably the only way I could get in it.
Oh, who said that about covering them? Oh, cover them with rhinestone. Oh, that's a good idea.
Covered with rhinestones.
Susan says she takes little boxes and covers them with rhinestone material.
Like a Japanese
Yeah,
or brother.
jazz it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Holly, can I ask you a question? You can't. I was just going to ask you to bring me a towel when you bring my supper because I don't want to get it on my yellow top.
Boy, Nona, your lighting's really good tonight. You must be sitting in front of
I got a
something.
lamp right in front of my face, and I got this big
Oh,
lamp. Well, not in front of my face, beside me.
Well,
And
that
I,
one was shining down over my shoulder, and I thought I better move that off the camera.
yeah,
That aggravates some people.
I got that big light on, and I got this.
I don't want to get too close to the camera. I scare you.
I'm scary too. I mean, you're not scary. When I said
Oh
two,
yeah,
that
yeah.
I'm scary.
Yeah.
My skin's a hang. Colin, you better behave. My skin's a hanging off me like a.
That's all right. That's what's got to happen when you lose weight.
Yeah, when you get old, there ain't nothing you can do about it hanging. It just hangs.
Right. Exactly.
Got to let it hang.
Yeah.
One thing I never minded was getting old or looking old. It's just the aches and pains that go around with it. I don't like.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
don't care in the least bit about looking old. Just don't like them aches and pains. That's all.
Yep, that's for sure. So much you can't do anymore either. That's what's aggravating. Got a limit. Know your limits, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My limits is absolutely nothing. I'm surprised I did what cleaning I did today. And all I did was work on the floor. What I do is I sit there and guide. I sit there and guide
Butterroll.
the Roomba up underneath the bird cage. I was guiding it to make sure it didn't go down the hallway and get out of
Hey,
control.
Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, Bill. Sassy, what you doing? The dog's crazier than a loon, I'll tell you. You a
She
crazy girl.
playing with something, or because her head's going back and
Do what?
her head's going like back and forth and up and down. Now it's not, of course, but
Oh, whose head? My head?
Sassy's.
Oh, could you see her in the back?
I couldn't hear her, but I could see her playing with something.
Oh,
I
she's
don't
got a
know.
yeah, she's got a plastic cup playing with it.
I never understood the phrase crazy.
Oh,
You never heard the well?
No, I never understood it because, like, what's so crazy about those birds?
Hey,
that's good, Rita.
I don't know. I don't know what's crazy as a loon. I don't know. Maybe that's just
What did he
something.
say? He didn't understand what was crazy.
What's crazy about a
Oh.
loon? I don't know, Colin. We need
I have no
you
idea.
need to watch a movie with me tonight. We need to watch a good old scary movie. I don't know, something good.
Deborah goes to the haunted house and gets spooked.
Deborah goes to the haunted house and gets spooked. Sure. We're going to watch Deborah Goes to the Haunted House and Gets Spooked. As long as it's not Deborah Does Dallas.
Hmm.
Actually, that popped into my head too. Wonder if it's the same. If it's the same Deborah.
Yeah, that's what they're
Hmm.
always.
Noodles in it, but oh well.
Well, I'm going to eat noodles anyway because I ain't had a thing to eat today but a teaspoon of peanut butter.
Hmm.
And my
Oh,
blood
wow.
sugar.
A little less on the noodles.
My mother-in-law is so goofy, okay? She said, I told her one day, I said, my blood sugar is 139 and I don't know why. Well, that ain't high. And I said, yeah, it is. And she goes, well, I checked mine. Mine was 189. That ain't high. I said, yeah, it is. I said, what's wrong with you? And she goes, that ain't high blood sugar.
It's
That
a little
woman-
high if you're fasting, but if you have any kind of little snack at all, it's going to be at least that.
Well, she wasn't this. She said that was first thing in the morning. And I said, Grandma,
That's
I know
high.
she got diabetes. She won't go to the doctor for nothing.
Oh
She said, I
wow.
ain't going to the doctor. She said, every time I go to the doctor, they find something wrong with me. I
Well,
said, Grandma,
that's why you go.
I know. I
That's
said, Grandma, when's the last time you went to the doctor? This was a couple years ago. I said, when's the last time you went to the doctor? 15 years ago, and I had cancer. I said, yes, she did. And she wouldn't take chemo or nothing. She had cancer. She wouldn't take chemo.
Hmm.
She said, the Lord will heal me. If the Lord wants me healed, he'll heal me. He did heal her, but of course, they had to cut part of her arm off. And
Hmm.
she's, I love my mother-in-law.
You make that sound a little bit dramatic. They just cut something.
Well, they did cut most of her arm off. They cut her arm out. She had melanoma. They cut a big chunk out, like right here. They cut it out. Big, old deep chunk.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
my mother-in-law more than anything. She's precious. She's hilarious. But that woman, she will sit there.
Well, she's got a way to sing.
She will. Oh my God. But she told me she was going to kick my husband's ass. She said, I'm going to kick his ass. And it cracks you up because she's a pastor, But she used to be really funny because when they stayed with us for a week, when they were getting the house done there, it was we had so much fun. Me and her, she said, that's it. Me and Nora's going to get some cigarettes and get some alcohol. We're going to smoke. We're going to get drunk and smoke cigarettes. She said, we had so much fun. And I said, Grandma, please don't go. And when the day that she was ready to move in the house, I held on to her hand and I said, "Please don't leave." Because Kim was being Have, and then I grabbed a hold of her leg and I was hugging her leg and I said, "Don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me." She says, "Let go or I'll drag you plumb across the floor." I said, "Please don't leave, please don't leave." She
Hmm.
said, "You can come down and you can move in with me and Grandpa." And Grandpa says, "No, she's got to wait till the honeymoon's over." And I said, "Grandpa, you've been married for 65 years." He said, "Yeah, but we got to, every time we got a new house, we got to initiate it." And I was like, "Okay, go. Go. I don't want to hear no more.
Hmm.
Go." Michelle, look what I found on my video. A kitty cat I made you a
Hmm.
long time ago.
Oh,
Oh,
Hey, I gotta have a towel. Hold on. Because I don't want to slop my dripper all over the place. You're gonna drip my
yeah, the
slop.
spaghetti can get kind of messy.
Yeah, I don't want to mess up my shirt. This is my
Yeah.
go to the doctor meeting shirt. I don't go to church, but oh God, I slopped my dripper and all.
hmm.
I
Oh
got up
Lord.
a while ago and put a sweatshirt on. I was
Well, I
kind
had
of
nothing
chilly.
today but a teaspoon of peanut butter.
It's supposed to get like in the low 50s tonight, I think.
Good
Oh,
God, what's
wow.
that? I gotta show them this. What's this called? Poop bread? Ooh, ha. It's a garlic knot. Let me show you this.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna eat it. I got noodles. I'm diabetic. I got noodles, and I got
You're going to carb load.
now. Good God, that's sweet.
Hmm.
Better get me something because I'll slop my dripper all over the place. I always eat out of a pie plate because I'm so messy.
Get her
That's
a
a really
vinyl
good idea. I
tablecloth.
should try that.
Yeah, this is my Visions pie plate. When I used to go to, uh, yeah,
Hmm.
the good shirt. This ain't a house shirt. All my old stained up shirts with holes in them. Me and Colin both call them our house shirts.
Hmm.
The stuff we wear around the house is house
Back in the
clothes.
1700s, people they just ate like bread all day. Basically.
Yeah, that's where our forefathers.
Hmm.
Okay, that's I got a. This is a
That's why they
towel.
only
This
lived till they
towel.
were 35.
This towel is actually from a box of Viz laundry detergent. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a long time ago.
It's old as the hills. Look at that.
Or the hills that
Older than, well, it might not be older than me, but okay, I got to turn off the camera. I got to feed. Bring me
I
my
remember
Diet
when
Mountain Dew.
towels
That's
came
another
new.
thing Cynthia King got me
I want
on.
a bite.
Okay, well, it's good.
Oh,
Food is always so much better when you're hungry, you know?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, they say hunger is the best spice.
Collie, when you get time, bring me a Mountain Dew and bring me a spoon. You know I
Come
can't
on,
eat.
mountain screw.
You know I can't eat with a fork. I'm a handicapped child.
Hmm.
Colin says my mother, she can't eat with a fork. I can't.
You're stupid, Pete Dillywet.
I'm getting tired of being told
Well,
I'm stupid.
I've seen people use a spoon and a fork to eat spaghetti.
I
Yeah,
eat salad with
yeah.
a spoon even.
Really?
Mhm.
How do you do
My hands,
that?
my hands shake when I start to put it in my mouth. My hands shake.
Where's
So
my soda?
Hmm. Yeah, I suppose
You,
it stays
you
in the
must,
spoon better.
yeah, but you got to cut the pieces really small if they're
well,
going to
he
stay
used
on a
roast.
spoon.
Hmm.
Stupid people. Yeah, I use the twirling pasta.
Put it right there.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just hope I don't got to go to the bathroom before I finish because I'll be really.
I cook long spaghetti and I never cut it. And everybody's why don't you cut this? It can because I like winding it. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Hi,
I
Ariel.
usually break it in half when I throw it in the water.
Dang, I got the Parmesan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, I ain't got no
I
I
just
don't know if it helps any, but it
Each spaghetti's got parm.
Now this is the
Hi,
first time.
Ariel.
This is the first time I've ate something that's not real healthy for me since I've had the
Hi,
beanies. I've
Ariel.
eaten stuff that's real good for me.
Yeah, you have. You've been
Parmesan
great.
are good for you.
Um,
It's good for your soul.
yeah, I always take when I would make spaghetti is I would take it and break it in half and then break it in little pieces and it would make Colin mad.
I don't like it.
Colin would be like, "Mom, the fun of having spaghetti is twirling it around your fork."
That's right.
If you're gonna break it into tiny pieces, you might as well get what's that called?
I agree. I leave mine whole. Long as I can get them, I leave them whole and wrap them around the fork.
Mommy, you was making video and you didn't even know it.
Video?
Yeah.
Oh, video. What is that?
It's like spaghetti, but little tiny pieces.
Ah.
Like Mexican.
Okay, Susan wants spaghetti now. You got Noni and Susan both think.
Yeah, we'll have to have
I'm
a
thinking of
spaghetti
each and
party.
every one of you as I eat it.
Oh, you're making a shirt. That's cool. I was
Cool.
thinking about making a cotton top.
Might be the hungry.
I've got some skeins of that cotton yarn.
Oh,
One
yeah.
is mainstays and one is that KC stuff from Joann's. I don't know.
Well, that stuff says it's a 4, but it's pretty thin, isn't it?
Yeah,
That would make a nice summer top.
yeah. I thought it would make it like granny squares or something,
Oh, yeah.
but I don't know. I got lots of dreams.
Me
Oh,
too.
you could make that in no time. As good as you are with granny squares, the granny stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I passed the torch to her. She's the gray square queen.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, I want to make that scarf for you too.
Sass, you're not getting
Oh, yeah. Well, we need to discuss that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I want to know, like the cost and all that stuff, and
Okay.
that you'll take it, and that but she doesn't go back to school for 2 months or a little over 2 months, and she won't need a scarf for 5 months. So you
Yeah,
got
that's
time.
true. That's true.
Yeah. I just feel lazy not doing it myself, but hey, you gotta be interested in it, right?
That's true. That's true.
God, that bread was good, but I don't dare eat another one.
Yeah. Where do you get the garlic knots at? The frozen ones, or do they get them from
I don't
somewhere?
know. Colin, where'd you get that garlic knot at? Colin? Oh, he's in there. He's watching that news, hot and heavy.
Hmm.
Of course, his
Oh,
work.
Julie. I don't know. I like to use a thinner cotton for washcloths. The thicker's all right for dish rags, but for my face, I want a thinner yarn.
Yeah. Gulf Coast Granny Charlotte makes them out of like cotton thread, which
Oh,
they look beautiful, but I'm not sure how they feel. But
yeah. Hmm. Wonder if they'd ever soften up.
yeah,
Maybe they would.
yeah, they might.
I guess if the thread was like 3 or even 5, but like 10, I don't think would soften up enough.
What I made
Yeah.
my dish rag or my washcloths out of was the Premier cotton,
Uh-huh.
because it's thinner, and I got it from the dollar store, like the washcloths. But I'm the only one who uses them because Kim and Colin, they don't like them. I don't really use them anymore, but Colin will not do dishes unless I've got dish rags, and he's told me I need to make a bunch more. And I caught him in the bag that I'm trying to make up. That's my in between when I can't think of what I want to make. I want to get 200 like I did that one time, but he won't
Oh,
wash
I
it.
love mine that you sent me. I use them all the time.
Yeah.
Colin won't wash dishes with anything but. But the thing is, I said, Colin, you're going to have to quit. I noticed a bunch of them's got a hole in the middle where you cut them with the knife. You got to remember not to wash the sharp part of the knife with the dish.
Yep.
But my cousin Jackie, one of her daughter's friends, is having a wedding shower, and she said, "I want you to make buy some stuff for you to make want you to make her some dish rags and any other kind of household things. Maybe some towels or with toppers and stuff like that. And I said, I got that stuff already. Just tell me what you want and come and get them.
A friend of mine, her daughter was having twins, and she wanted baby booties as centerpieces for the table at the shower.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a whole bunch of baby booties, and they put them uh, baby breath flowers in them,
Mm-hmm.
and then they set a picture of her, the mother, when she was a child, a different picture on each table, and it was so cute. I had never thought of that before or seen it. And then when she had the baby, they were the twins that were so premature. We didn't think they would make it, but they
Oh,
Yeah.
did. But they did, and she took all those baby booties to the neonatal unit and gave them out to the new moms because she
oh,
said, "What am
that's
I going
neat.
to do with those 16 pair of baby booties?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I was making that uh, baby layette thing. And I knew
Yeah.
that I'd made a little pink sweater and stuff before and a blanket, but I couldn't ever remember where I did with it. Well, anyway, when I was in there in my dresser drawer, great big dresser, I was looking for a doll wig because I have this little 8-inch doll and its hair is really icky. And I used to those reborns and I thought, I bet I got a little bitty tiny doll wig. I'm going to go in there and look. And there I found in a Ziploc bag a baby sweater, baby booties, and a diaper cover. And I thought, God, and it's pink and white that I had made. I knew I had made it. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I found that because that's what I'm going to give my niece to give to her friend.
There you go.
And that's next month. So,
Well, we went to a wedding a few weeks ago, and my nephew's wife told me they're expecting their first baby,
Oh.
granddaughter, or grandbaby, and it's a girl. And she was kind of hinting at, what are you going to make? Because when she had her first baby, I took all the onesies and I did counted cross stitch pictures on all of them.
Oh,
I a
nice.
little yeah, a little baseball bat
Hey,
and
Charlotte.
glove and a little
Hi,
horse and a little
Caleb.
teddy bear. So she says, I still have those. I said, you still have those? Your son is like 40 years old. She goes, yep.
I still got
I was
Collinson.
so touched.
Yeah.
I still got a baby blanket, a Granny Square baby blanket. That was Adam's that his great aunt Marie made, and then she made these like little tennis shoes, yellow tennis shoes, and they look like the high top kids tennis shoes. I still got knocking stuff off the floor. I still got them. I
Those would
still
be
got.
little projects. Maybe I should try making booties again. I want
Mhm.
something, a quick little project to get my crojo started again. Hi,
I'm,
That's a good
Charlotte.
idea.
I am throwing things in the floor.
Mm.
I've got through my. Oh Lord! Now if my body will hold out and I don't have to go to the bathroom. Lord, please don't let me have to go to the bathroom. That's all I got to roll. But yeah, this old towel is from
Oh.
Biz Laundry Detergent. It's just as faded out as it can be. It was
That's all
my
right. There's
mom.
no holes in it.
Nope. But you know what I do with it? I need to. It's like I had to cut the. My mom gave it to me, and I've been using it for years. But usually, what I
Mhm.
do with it is I put it on the bathtub, on the side of the bathtub, and when I shower, I put my leg up on it. It's on, I put it on the side of the bathtub, and I put my leg up there so I can wash my leg and stuff like that. I put it up there so I don't fall. I use the thin towels for that.
Hmm.
But
Are you going to make your cousin something since she's pregnant, Mel?
huh?
Mel says her cousin's pregnant. I said, is she going to make her something?
in the
That
world?
that channel I watch on Sundays, you know who I'm talking about, Noni.
Christy?
Yeah, Christy, Crochet Creations by Christy.
Uh-huh.
She has a thing. She has a thing going where you it's a 3 month thing, and you're supposed to make three things that pertain to a baby, and
Oh,
then and as you make them, you can post pictures of your progress, and your name goes in a drawing. And then at the end, so somebody wins something, a little prize every week. And then at the end of the 3 months, anybody that has three projects in is put into the big drawing for that project. Guess what? I only have a half of one in so far, and it's over half over. I
oh.
don't. I don't think
Well,
I'm going to make
you can
three.
catch up.
Yeah,
No, I
Um,
think it's some simple stuff that you can get done quick.
that's what I'm thinking about these booties now. Maybe I could do
Mm-hmm.
that.
you can now on your community post or whatever, you can
Hi,
post pictures.
Susanna.
Like if you type in something, you can post pictures like YouTube groups. You got to go in there and turn that on in the YouTube
Oh,
studios.
huh.
Yep.
Hi, Susanna. Yeah. Well, I do have an excuse. I have her my nephew's going to be grandpa, and it's going to be a girl, so I guess I could do something.
Yeah.
Now that I can't go in, I don't go in stores and look at yarn and stuff. It's just not as fun picking out yarns and stuff because you can't
Yeah.
feel
True.
them, and you got to wait till they come. And if they're not right, then you lose interest, or I do.
Yeah.
But baby yarn's kind of a no-brainer. If you get baby yarn, it's usually soft. So maybe that's what I'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, there's Rosalie.
Hey,
Hey,
Rosalie.
yeah.
How are you doing?
We need to see your pretty face.
I don't know what I've done to this, but something ain't right.
What ain't right?
Hi,
Oh,
Jeanette.
oh, I figured out what I'd done, and then had figured it out, and now I unraveled it, and
Oh.
I'd already figured it out before I ate.
Mm.
I'm dumber than a creek manor, I'll tell you. Got some in my mouth, and I know I dropped my glasses down there. Oh God, Colin, Colin,
Hey, Julie.
call this dog a heifer. I'm like,
Oh,
Lord have mercy. Let me see this Barbie doll dress. Pinterest send me pictures of more Barbie doll clothes. Ah,
didn't you used to make Barbie doll clothes, crochet them?
oh yeah, all kinds of stuff. Okay, get away from the Pinterest. I got to get away from it. Move away from the Pinterest.
Well, I
Colin,
think
oh my Lord, Colin. What Kim and Colin have started doing, and the reason why those dogs will get to barking too, is they'll see stuff on TV and they'll point to the TV, and then the dogs will look at it and start barking.
Oh.
Is Jeanette here?
Yeah, Jeanette's here.
Oh, hi,
yeah.
Jeanette.
Oh, boy.
Then they're singing.
Yeah.
Colin, you're a little
He
bit early
he
for your
he
Tourette's.
needs a karaoke channel.
Yeah.
I
I was
don't
gonna
know.
say you guys ought to have a karaoke channel together. You sing really nice, really pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I bet Colin can too when he gets serious about it.
Yeah, I think he must be able to.
Not me. I can't carry a tune in a basket.
I don't know about that child in there. Adam, he calls us every night preaching. He don't even
Oh,
know what he's talking about. He
Hmm.
oh boy.
he
That's what
reads
you
the
need.
Bible. He doesn't he hello little girl, what you doing?
How long has he been doing that?
Oh, he's always been preaching the gospel to everybody.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
I thought he was kind of
Smart ass,
short.
yeah. Yeah. He cussing 1 minute and the next minute he's preaching the gospel.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Got a new
Jeanette.
one now.
Michelle's been really stacking them up over there.
Yeah. This is that Heartland yarn. I really like it. It's soft.
Hmm.
she's working hard. What are you looking for, Stale?
Are they still making that? The Heartland?
Um, they may not be because I bought it, or I found it in the bedroom, so I may have had it for a couple years.
Do you remember
Oh,
that?
God, baby, you okay?
I think it's
Oh,
called
poor
Fleck.
Stale. Come on. Hi,
Fleck
Sassy.
yarn. It's got little flecks
You
of
okay, little girl?
stuff stuff on it.
Poor
Like,
Stale.
Yeah,
Poor
what from
baby.
Red Heart or
Poor
yeah, I
Stale.
found some of that. I need to figure out what to make with it.
oh, cool.
Hi,
Yeah,
baby. You want mama? I
it's
can.
yellow.
Oh, wow, that's unusual.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen yellow.
yeah, it's yellow.
You
I
guys
must
hear
have
that
bought
big
it
thump?
Hmm.
and put it away.
What you
Susan E,
doing?
guess what you're doing? Working on that chair?
Crocheting a hat or knitting a hat, maybe. Boiling
Boiling
noodles.
noodles.
Boiling noodles.
She said she wanted
Yeah,
spaghetti.
that's infectious. The thought of noodles.
Whew, I'm full. Phew,
Hmm.
filled me up.
First time I ever had garlic knots was many years ago. It was a pizza place and the guy owned it himself, and he was the only person I ever knew that made them, and I was hooked. I was hooked. I would
Hmm.
go there just to get the garlic knots. To heck with the pizza or anything else. I'd call up and I'd say, I need an order of your garlic knots.
I don't know where Colin got them. Colin, where'd you get those garlic knots at?
I know you could buy them frozen now.
Hmm.
Colin
I
don't know
think
where he got them. He said, I don't know.
I think Papa John's has them too.
Yeah, they do.
But his were homemade. You could go in there and he had them set up on his shelf and they were rising,
When you
the dough
started
was
it.
rising. Oh, that was so good.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's the kind of stuff that made me fat. I just couldn't resist it. Too much of a good thing.
Yeah, that was good. Might have to have me another one with some milk. I need some milk.
Garlic and milk, huh?
I'm surprised I didn't drink milk with my spaghetti.
Yeah.
Oh, I love milk with chili or pizza or anything like that.
Just
Yeah.
about anything because you like milk.
Yeah, I
Now,
really
see,
have.
I don't. I don't drink milk. The only milk I drink is half and half in my coffee in the morning.
Yeah, we had milk in the fridge and had gone bad. And Colin said that milk is chunky. He said, since Mom ain't drinking milk, he was in there one day and he said, you ain't drinking milk, Mom. So since you're not drinking it, he said, want to go to the store. I'm not even going to get a whole gallon. So he said the milk that's in there's got chunky, and I said, leave it for your dad. He'll drink it.
Oh gosh.
And so Kim will eat anything, even if it's got mold on it, because
Oh man.
he'll go ahead and eat it. because
Huh.
he won't. Yeah, he will. He won't even throw it out because he's don't want to waste money.
Oh,
So anyway, he gets his coffee, and one reason why it's so crazy is because he have a whole pot of coffee drink.
Mm.
This morning he had a whole pot of coffee drink by 10 o'clock,
Mm.
and he makes 10 cups.
hmm.
And
Then you're all caffeined up for the day.
he is just nuts.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff he's doing, I just cannot believe it. My mother-in-law's like, "You sure he ain't on something else besides what he's on?" And I'm like, "We're kind of questioning that. If he is, if we find out we're talking about it, we will have him locked up."
Mm.
Makes me wonder because he has got real skinny and he's just going nonstop,
Oh,
moving like real fast and crazy. And yeah, he talks so fast and he just moving constantly while he's talking and stuff like that.
Wow.
My mother-in-law said something's really, really wrong. Something's really, really wrong with him.
Yeah.
So makes me wonder.
mm. My friend's
Yeah,
son was on something that made him do that, but I don't remember what it was.
yeah, he has paranoid schizophrenia, but he had that pretty much under control. But even when that was real bad, he didn't do this.
Mm.
Mm.
Scary.
It
Yeah.
is because a lot of times they get hooked on something and they can't get off of it
Right.
without professional help, but they won't admit it.
Well, we've had him he's been in treatment centers a lot.
Oh boy.
And we've had to take him, and his mom and dad, they can't do it no more. They can't. He promised him he wouldn't get so bad when they moved out here. And they need him to help take care of him because none of the other ones will. I mean, my sister-in-law, she's doing the best she can. But she's not well herself. And then, me and Colin do what we can. I mean, my mother and father don't really need taken care of. My father-in-law has kind of got dementia a little bit, but
Mm.
they're doing pretty good.
Does he carry a phone with a finder thing on it?
He won't ever take his phone with him.
Oh boy.
Mm.
His phone's sitting here right now, sitting in there
Mm.
in the kitchen on the countertop.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
That's scary.
he's never got that phone with him.
Does he carry a wallet so he at least has his address and phone number on it?
Hmm.
Hmm.
A couple years ago, a little neighbor girl that lives up the road from us, she had started dating a cop, and we didn't know it. Well, we seen the cop coming up the road and cop car, and we thought, oh God. That's when Kim started getting crazy again. And we thought
He's done something bad.
he's done something bad, or you know. But it's like Kim's mom said today, I'm just afraid we're going to get you know,
A visit or a phone call. Yeah.
he's up at 5:30 in the morning. By 5:30, taking the dogs out. And then this morning about 7:30, because our mail comes so late. Sometimes we don't get it till the next, unless it check, we don't get it till next day sometimes. So last night the mail must have came. The Walmart. I ordered some cotton cloths. That you pull up out of. We started. They're like baby wipes, but they're just alcohol.
Mm.
Because I like them for like because I'm a germaphobe and I would like wipe my hands with cotton pads, cotton cloths, and baby wipes. But anyway, or alcohol. But anyway, it was like he got up at 5:30 and made the coffee, let the dogs out, and he's out there talking real big and loud. And I'm like, who in the hell is he talking to? Just like he's having a conversation with somebody. I thought, oh God, here we go. Wasn't even daylight. Out there just having a conversation. So I got up, then went in there, and because he like across from where the stove is like where he puts his stuff. He takes his wallet out of his pocket
Mm.
and and then he leaves his phone over there and everything. And so I looked over there, and his phone was sitting there, so I knew he wasn't on the phone. So I looked out the window there in the hallway, and he's just sitting there having a conversation with somebody and just talking to somebody and doing his hands like he's just having a conversation with someone. I thought, oh no, 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 don't tell me that schizophrenia is back, and
Mm.
it's bad. And so, my God, I can't take this. So it's just like it's really bad. So, and then when he smacked me in the head today because Colin fell, and
He hit you in the head.
yeah, I just got out of the shower and I told Colin, I said, Colin, uh, my purse is here from eBay. Will you go down to check the mail? I'd ask him to put. Can you please? He said I got to go look at this truck. This guy's got for sale. I'm going to buy it. And I was like, oh yeah, whatever. And I said, will you please when you go outside, will you please take that box and put it in the car? And I shouldn't have said I've been asking you for 3 months to take that box and put it in the car so we can get rid of it. It's junk. Just I need to get rid of a box. And then he goes, you just been bugging me to death for 3 months to take this box outside. Why can't you take it out there? So what if you fall? Just call the fire department. And so anyway, he goes, I'm tired of taking care of you. And he's just ignorant, I just overlook it because he's just ignorant. But anyway, so Colin said, Dad, just forget about it. We don't expect you to do anything for us. I was like, oh, don't say nothing. So anyway, Colin goes out to take the uh, box out, and he's going to go down and check the mail and give him a package. Well, it was raining, so Colin's trying to hurry to get the stuff in the car and go down and get the box, and he slipped and he fell. Colin fell on his hind end, so Kim comes running in the house and smacks me in the back of the head. I'm sitting here in the chair. He comes in the door, smacks me in the back of the head, and said, "You effing you caused my son to fall, and if he's hurt, I will do that." And I'm like, whatever. But Colin was okay, but he's just, and it don't even phase me when he does something like that to me because I'm so used to it. And but anyway, then my mother-in-law called and she said, "What is all that screaming going on up in there, up at your house?" And my brother-in-law was down there. So my brother-in-law was reporting on him too. My brother-in-law was reporting it because he'd done some stuff to him, I guess. So anyway, so my mother-in-law finally got a hold of Kim and said, your dad and I want you down here because you're going to have to get some help. And we can't take this no more. And, this is ridiculous and all this stuff.
Mm.
So he went somewhere to avoid everybody. I don't know where he's at.
Mm.
But he started this business. He's a professional fisherman now, taking people fishing and all this stuff. So He's never been this bad. I mean, he's been bad before, but he's never been this bad. The thing is, if he does go in the hospital, though, they're gonna, he won't be able to get none of his alcohol and all that, and that'll about halfway kill him because he's almost died the times that he's tried to quit. So it's bad. So Colin's got to get.
Oh, I'm so sorry you're going through that. That's
Well, we've been
oh
going
my
through
god.
it forever,
Yeah.
so it's nothing. It don't even phase me and Colin because it's not. It's just like we've always just. It's just always been like this. So I don't know, but we've got everything. Colin knows everything. In case something happens, about the Social Security, all that junk, and but like sometimes he goes fishing though, and he will he doesn't come in. It's like he's just like wherever he's at, he's gone, and it's sometimes it's not not in a while, but one night it was like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and he hadn't come back yet. We're thinking the very worst, because I mean he's out in his boat or his kayak out there on that lake, and they're supposed to. They tell him that they have to. It's posted they have to have a life jacket on, and he won't wear his life jacket. So and they're all supposed to be drinking and stuff out there, but he is. But my brother-in-law don't want to go with him because he drives my brother-in-law crazy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm watching somebody's channel here, help their views, and I keep having to give them a thumbs up, but it'll be all right. Just a crazy, crazy situation.
Yeah.
My sister said, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that when I get down there to him. I said, Sister, is no need teaching you bad habits. Yeah, making her, she's having spaghetti, making spaghetti.
I don't think that's a bad habit. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
It was good. Colin had chopped green peppers and put mushrooms in it. It was good. Tasty, tasty.
I like peppers, the colored peppers, but I don't like green peppers. I, they're, I don't know, they stay with me and they revisit, and
Oh
I
God, yeah,
just don't
those are.
like that.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about them is they stick with you, and they for a couple days you can burp and still taste them.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, there I go. I like those. I like those little sweet peppers. You can get them in the bag, and you can just eat them by themselves. They're really good.
Yeah,
Little yellow and red peppers.
yeah.
What you doing, Brownie? Well, just telling me off. This comes up.
I think he told you what he was
Yeah,
doing. I'm
he
not
did.
sure.
What are you doing, Brownie? He comes up and barks at me. You got to tell your daddy that. We'll tell Colin.
Mm.
You want to go cycle potty? Oh, there they all go. Oh God, I'm glad Stella left. She had my leg in a cramp. She was like crowd me
Oh,
on the stool. Don't go
Mm.
in here. It's oh no. They're all three looking at me like, well, let us out.
open that door.
Oh God, it's
Do
too
they have their
rainy.
legs crossed?
No, but it's so rain. Oh Lord, I don't want to let them out because I just cleaned up that back floor back there and mopped up, and now getting dragged mud in through here, and I mopped in through here today, and oh Lord, here I was on my little scooter, my little rolly chair, and I'm mopping the floor, and then with the Swiffer, And then Sassy was chasing the Swiffer, and then I made a game out of it. Then I was going back and forth across the floor real fast, and I almost fell off. Colin said, "Mother, you're going to do that, and you're going to fall off. And then I'm going to have to call the fire department. And then when they ask you how you fell, I'm going to say you were playing, mopping with the Swiffer and playing with the dog, and off the side you fell off." I'm like, "Okay, I'll stop acting a fool."
Hmm.
Well,
Yep.
Bill, if you do that, then you got a mess to clean up on the wall. I've
Yeah.
seen that on movies and stuff, but don't know anybody that does it.
Mhm.
Colin always cooks his needles al dente, not completely done. They got a little bit of, you know,
Oh,
not complete.
she's taken possession.
You've received 100 messages today with the restream, it says.
Oh, cool.
Bill's dog found a lacrosse ball in the cemetery. She is now holding it to, and it won't let me near it. Maybe it's a spirit. Maybe a spirit attached itself to the ball. Want me to get my spirit box out, Bill, and we'll see if it's got the spirit attached.
Hopefully, it's a friendly spirit.
I want to go to the cemetery when it's raining. Ow, Stella! Good Lord, that hurts. She clawed me. That did not feel too good, Stella.
Stella.
Stella! What are you doing over there? Stella's up my lap hiding from Sassy. They were both playing rough on the couch, and a while ago they both fell off. That's why she came over here, rolled off on the floor. Colin went up to the Dollar General, and I said, "Colin, get me some gum." He said, "Mother, you cannot chew gum. You have a bridge." I said, "I'll chew on the other side." "Mother, I'm not going to tell you again. You cannot have gum." I'm like, "Who's the parent here? You or me?"
Yeah, really.
Neither one of my kids would ever chew gum. I was like, "You are the most boring children I've ever seen." They wouldn't chew gum. I guess I should be glad. Never had expensive dental bills with them.
Boy, I did. My one son, whew, he was, from the time he was 19 months old, I don't know what they call it, he had his teeth rotten out at the gum.
Yeah.
When he was 19 months old, he had to have some of his teeth pulled or capped, not pulled, but capped.
Oh.
And he looked like a metal mouth, and he would scare other little kids, and he loved it. He'd go like that, and they would scare and run away. Hey, here's a towel topper I made. I don't think I showed you. It's like a watermelon.
Oh, is that
That's
cute?
adorable.
And then the towel has watermelons on it.
Love that.
So,
That's cute.
that's going to be my sister-in-law's birthday present. That with a couple of dishcloths.
Very cute.
Yeah. But that was the last thing I crocheted. No, that's wrong. I crocheted a towel topper on the airplane on the way home from Florida. One of the simple ones, like this one. Just
that's adorable.
Yeah. It's just
pretty.
I gotta get back into doing something.
I get like that where I
Hi, Brenda. Brenda. Good
Did you
to
get
see
your
ya.
Crojo back, sister? She's saying
Yes,
she
she
lost her
did.
Crojo the other day.
Yeah, and then she put up that duck, that mallard duck.
Oh, that was
Come
so
on
cute.
up and panel, girl.
He was cute. He made me laugh. It's so funny and cute. I thought that would be really cute gift to somebody that's in the hospital sick, because it'd be so cute. You'd giggle and want to hug it, and cute.
Yeah, especially boys. Sometimes you wonder what you can do for boys or young men, and that would be like a hunting type of a
Yeah,
That was real cute.
cute as a button. Even though it was a frog, it was cute as a button.
Well, I haven't been making amigurumi in a while. Maybe I'll make a couple.
Yeah,
I
Brenda
don't know
does.
why I keep putting it off, but I want to
Sister,
make
you can make me a pig. You can make
a
me a pig.
pig.
Like, didn't she make you a pig, Michelle?
Yes, yes, she did.
Ah, I'm wanting to make a nativity scene.
You know, I made one
Crocheted
years ago.
nativity scene.
I made one years and years ago of nativity scene.
I started one time, and I've got like 10 pieces laying around, heads and scarves and a manger. But you think I can find those and what I did with them? I put them away really good.
I got to get my dollies done. I got 3 heads made, no bodies, but making a pink hat now. Might make it like a flapper girl hat. I don't know.
No Crojo, it's gone, huh?
Sister, get
Mine
your clothes
too.
out. I lost mine here a while back too. I'm gonna have to watch. I need to get these blankets done, but I got to buy that yarn because it seems like that yarn had butter in it. Now there's butter. There's because it's
Feels like butter.
well, I thought it was it's Red Heart yarn, but I thought that it was called butter. A Red Heart yarn called butter. But I looked up Red Heart yarn and there's butter worsted. Wait a minute, not worsted. It is worsted. Wait, but there's butter something. It's not the same thing, but I thought there was a color that was butter because it's very it's paler than bleh, paler than God dang it.
Pale yellow.
Yeah, that paler than that. So I thought it's got to be Aaron and Ran or whatever you call it, Aaron and Ran, whatever. But it's not because it's paler than that. So there's 2 kinds that are pale.
But you're sure it's Red Heart because that's what you use, right?
Yes, all Red Heart.
Mm.
It's all Red Heart. And I thought that it was the Aaron or Aaron, whatever that's called, a Ran. I don't know. I thought
Yeah,
that
call it
that's what that
Aaron.
was. And I would have had him bought more of the teal because I was out of that too. And the burgundy when all along it was a completely different color.
Huh.
So I saw 2 different colors of real light yellow on Amazon. I'll wait till payday and I'll go.
Oh, Brenda got the Bagel Day yarn.
Oh, did
That's
you?
cool. You want to show us,
Yeah, you should come
Brenda?
over here, honey.
Come on
I'm
up.
curious about that. What did I hear about that?
Come in here and see us, sister. We won't
I don't know.
They sell that on Mary Maxim?
I
Or
thought somebody said something to Crystal about it. And she said,
oh,
"Oh, well, I can't do anything about that, but they're really good with their customer service. Give them a call." So I don't know what the problem was. I don't really remember.
oh.
God, Colin, what are you doing? Having a hippie conniption in there? Did I say a hippie conniption? I think I said a hippie conniption. That boy ain't right.
Well, oh, she said
Oh,
watch her
watch
new
your new
video.
video.
We will watch it.
How's that
Ah,
for a teaser? Now we have to go watch it.
yeah.
We don't give no spoiler.
Nope.
These stupid views, I'm telling you what.
Mary Maxim, yeah. I don't think I've ever bought anything from Mary Maxim. I don't think.
I have from Mary Maxim.
Hmm.
Yeah. Are they strictly mail order?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Colin. Colin, quit that cussing. saying the GD. I don't like that.
Oh, I can't hear it, but my hearing's not that great. So,
I can. He's driving me crazy in there.
yeah.
I want him to give me a little bit of milk, and I want to have another one of them biscuits, whatever, or knots, or whatever they're called.
Mm.
I shouldn't, but every once in a while, I got to have something good. I do.
Well, Susan, did your spaghetti get done?
She didn't have any Parmesan cheese.
Oh,
Oh, are you out of Parmesan? Yeah, we were out of Parmesan too.
we use shredded mozzarella
Mm.
on ours, or Italian
Mm.
blend, the shredded cheese.
Colin
Yeah.
puts cheese on top of it after he makes it.
My son brought in a big loaf, 5 pounds of cheese, and I don't it.
Oh wow.
I can't remember now what kind he said it was, but he went to this grocery store where he had never been before, and it was all bulk items. It was all bulk items, but they were discounted. I said, it'll take us a year to eat all that. We're not big cheese eaters.
Oh God, I
I
love
mean, I
cheese.
use a lot of mozzarella. Don't get me wrong, mozzarella and Kojak, shredded Kojak, because I put that on and in a lot of dishes like spaghetti and lasagna, pizza. But have you heard about the onion sheets that's all over YouTube, where they take Parmesan cheese and spread it on a baking sheet and lay real thin sliced onions on top of it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, have you seen that? Yeah,
Oh.
it's like the rage. I'm gonna try that.
Oh.
I think I'm
I
gonna
used
try
to.
it.
I used to bake to take and make. Put the cheese on the cookie sheet, spray it, and put oil down, and put cheese on top of that for Colin and Ab, and they thought that I was a magician. My mom can bake cheese.
Well, they use it on. You could do that, but they use parchment paper instead of putting the oil on the pan.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but you could do the same thing. But I'd like to do that in a non-stick skillet too. I'll just put a handful of shredded cheese in there and
Yeah.
cook it till it's crisp. It's a good
Mm-hmm.
snack, a nice snack.
Mhm.
My
Yeah.
husband said he's going to cut out all snacks. He's got to lose this last 4 pounds. He's been trying for 6 weeks to lose this last 6 pounds.
Mm.
And he lost it. And then we went to Florida and he gained it back down there because we ate fast
There's
food.
Granny D.
Hi, Granny
Hello.
D.
I didn't know you were there.
I
I'm
just got
sorry.
there.
Hi.
Really and truly,
Dee.
I just got here. Hey, I didn't even have
Oh,
time to
okay.
grease your lips.
I thought she was holding you hostage in the basement.
No, I just got here.
Okay.
No fooling. I'd have told you. I'd have said something in chat.
A friend of mine
Anisha,
sells Mary
my
Kay.
belle, Noni, my bae, Sin, my
How
friend.
are you?
You can make a song up.
Friend of mine sells Mary Kay, and she gave me a sample lipstick. She says, "You got to try this. You need to try to wear lipstick."
I remember being a Avon lady and having my little case of a million
Mhm.
little.
Yeah, those were so
Mhm.
cute.
I
And then
sold
I had a
Avon
bag
too. I sold Avon
full
Did
of.
you?
I sold it for almost 20 years. I think Brenda, you still sell it,
Wow.
don't you?
I thought I had something on my
Yes.
head that's on the screen. Dang, I don't know if I had a big old wart or moly on my head. It's on the screen. Y'all know I ain't right. What's up? What y'all doing?
I'm
Being
crocheting.
right's
I'm making
boring.
a hat.
What'd you
being
say,
boring?
Cynthia?
I said being right is boring.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess it's never boring over here then.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. Oh, I was gonna stop on this pink and change colors, wouldn't I?
Colors.
What color did you decide to go with?
I think I don't have my chat back, so I don't know
Yeah,
what the
Michelle
vote
playing
was. I
on
kind of
the
like.
TV.
I don't know. What do y'all think? We got
Hmm.
blue. We
I
got
like that
okay. We got.
darkish pink one. Yeah.
It's kind of hard to hold up here. It's crazy. We got
That's pretty.
It's party.
Oh, there you go.
Party.
this is
Mm.
the last thing, so it's kind of a weird pink. We got the light
Hmm.
blue. I don't think I showed y'all that. Maybe these were so
Mm.
pretty. I did them on my new electric thing, and then I dropped the doggone things, and they came all undone.
Don't drop your thing,
Oh.
Granny D.
I dropped my balls.
Yeah, I like that color.
We got this, but it's kind of orange. Well, don't really look orangey, but there's this red down here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It may be that. I don't know. I'm not so fond of that. I love the yarn color, but maybe not that. You got this. That won't look good next to that. So really, I think it's that or this espresso brown.
Party.
But
Got any
I think
green?
I'm gonna do the rest of the bag in this brown.
Yeah.
Oh,
So blue, maybe.
Mm. Got,
I like the red,
you got an
but
odd blue there already, right?
Huh?
hmm,
That blue that's on there.
Well,
How close?
it's kind of greenish
Oh, okay.
more than
Yeah. Well, then I
blue.
think the blue would work if it's not the
yeah,
same
blue
color
will work
blue.
too.
Or the dark.
Colin likes the red.
No, that was the TV. I had
This
to
is
get
Oh,
the
through.
dark.
I had to get through
Yeah, I like
all
that
of
You
one.
like
Colin
this
and
one
Kim's.
better?
Yeah,
I
that's
was just
yeah.
Yeah.
thinking this and this might look weird.
I'd like
Ah,
to have I would
No,
like to have a jacket with the stripes like colors like that in it.
Would you?
Yeah, that would be cool.
What do y'all think? Y'all like this
yeah, I
better?
think
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
yeah, I do.
Okay, we'll go with that. I trust y'all's judgment.
then watch it be a different color than on camera.
It's all right. It'll be all
We
right.
vote
Somebody will
yellow.
like. I think it. A lot of people. I don't know a lot of people, but several people. I don't know who I was going anymore to our thing, our outing in September with the
Oh,
fiber
Oh,
friends. That's what these bags are for.
cool.
I was, wanting to
For
give
your
them a
wingding.
prize and throw a little yarn in there and a little notions bag and one thing and another. And several people have not been able to go. Well, Daniel and Ash, they're not coming. And I believe Coco, she was coming from Canada, and I don't know what happened to that, but I don't believe she's
She's
coming.
probably afraid to come across the border.
That's what I would be. But I don't know
I'm
that it's
afraid to stay within the border.
Yeah.
Things are getting
Hey,
crazy.
what if I put what? Because this is really thin and this is really fat. What if I put this and the lighter together? Or this and the brown together? Or this and the blue together?
Yes.
Well, sure, you can use them two together.
I think I'll put this with it. Me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Uh-oh, Bill, you're in trouble now.
Just
What?
try to pull the ball out of the Sawyer's mouth. You can call me Lefty. Ah,
Sawyer found a
Hey,
ball in the.
Rosie, Fuzzy Bill.
I'll tell you one
Everybody,
thing.
Brenda. Mr.
Yeah, Brenda.
We try to get her to show us her thing, but she said we gotta go watch a video, but we will.
Yeah, I think this will be good because this will be more thicker. Thicker.
How big a dog is Sawyer, Bill?
She's a German Shepherd, I believe.
Oh, yeah, you don't mess around with her if you don't want to turn it loose.
No.
You know, that's one of the sweetest dogs I had. I don't know whether he was a mix or what. He was a stray, but he looked just like, you know,
Yeah.
purebred German Shepherd. He would lick you to death, but he was a good guard dog because he would bark and stuff. And we lived uptown. That's when I was a lesbian.
Okay.
That's back when I was a lesbian. Me and my girlfriend, we had that dog, and it was a him, and we called him Judy Miller. You remember SNL and what's her face did that? It's the Judy Miller Show. Gilda Radner
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
called that poor dog Judy Miller.
Do you remember? Do you remember the character Pat on the SNL? Nobody knew whether Pat was a
Mm-hmm.
guy or a girl. Do you remember
Right.
that character?
Oh,
I
yeah.
worked
Yeah.
with this girl. I worked with this
Sure.
girl, and I didn't at first. I didn't know if she was a guy or she was a girl. Her name was Penny, but I mean, you couldn't tell we called her Pat with behind. She didn't know it behind her back. But anyway, I'm so mean. But no, she was like, she goes, I know, because somebody said, hey, do you ever watch SNL? And she's yes, and my name's not Pat, it's Penny. It was so funny. But she
I
passed
love
out.
the
She
original
did get
cast.
she
Not that
did
they
get
haven't
married.
had some other good ones too, but that was just absolutely. I was in high school still, and me and my boyfriend, after we'd come in from a date, we'd sit and watch that, and he'd sit on the recliner, and I'd sit in his lap.
I remember
And
babysitting and
he would go to sleep.
I remember babysitting and watching it. I remember watching the first episode of Saturday Night Live, and I was like, I think maybe 12, and I wasn't very old, but me and my friend Holly, we couldn't wait. Of course, she practically lived with us, but she'd stay
Yeah.
every weekend with us because her mom and dad both worked on the weekends. And oh, that's beautiful, Michelle.
That fit.
Oh,
That
thank
fits
you.
good.
Mm-hmm. Pretty.
Yeah.
What you
Turned
meant?
out
And
well.
the hat.
That's a hat, yeah. With the Heartland yarn.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Well,
I
what color
remember
will the
me and
next
my
one be?
girlfriend, we had a peeping Tom, and he would go around in the neighborhood. We were living uptown, Salisbury, and we had to go to court and everything. But he was peeping in on another straight couple, and he had the trench coat and the little dog he was supposed to be walking and everything. He was so creepy. And he put a dildo at our back door. And I'd never seen one
Oh boy.
before. And it looked like it was huge. I thought it was a baby doll arm. And anyway, they caught him. And then the cops, there was an older cop that actually caught him doing this at our bedroom window. And then
Oh.
I guess he was off hours and just cruising. I don't know. But then these two young and good looking cops came a knocking. They were coming to court us, I reckon. But we had never. It was just kind of weird that they showed up. So that was a little strange. That was a real turn on for guys. They thought that was,
Oh yeah.
they really liked that.
Yeah.
Two girls together, they think's a real turn on.
Yeah. Yes, yes. That was all of 18, 19, 20. Getting out from her was a, oh. And I liked her, you know, I still wanted to be her friend, but she was all suicidal if I left and stuff.
Oh, God.
Oh, gosh.
One of those
Yikes.
fatal attractions.
Yikes.
I had an ex-husband like that. Was going to kill himself, and
And hung that on me. And then finally I just said, do what you got to do. I hope you don't. I pray you don't. But
but you
I
would have
can't live my
done.
life like this. This ain't me. I just
Sometimes you
wanted
do.
one night of, you know, I was just promiscuous, and then I ended up.
There's
for
nothing worse
years.
than a clingy. Then there's nothing worse than a clingy significant other. You know.
For true. Who's in here? They're probably going, oh, Lord, Granny, shut up.
What?
I
What was
tell,
that?
I overshare, you know me.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about oversharing. We like to overshare. I overshare all
Yeah.
the time. Colin said to me
Nobody
one time, "What do you
talking.
know that?
They're
You know
probably
that
all
over."
asleep.
I don't have anything to share, so boring.
Colin told me oversharing is a symptom of autism. You know that, mother? And I said, yes, and I'm autistic. So there, whatever.
Oversharing for me is, well, when I overshare, it's like my past life, which I'm
Yeah.
not proud of a whole lot of it, but it was when I did stuff.
All right. Ancient
Well,
history
you did.
now.
I just say I live in the show me state, the show and tell state. Let me show you. And I'll tell you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some bad stuff going on in your state too, Noni.
Oh God, it's a red state. Yes. Craziest bunch of. There's Rosie.
I was watching
Rosalie.
something while
Hey,
ago.
Rosie.
Hey.
How you doing?
Yay.
I don't know when this happened, but and I forgot this. I think it was a senator, but I think Senator Cruz got PA. He was lying like a rug. I'm sorry. I'm talking.
Well, it's the truth.
But
You know?
he got PO'd and just walked out. I wanted to.
If they just walk
Anyway,
out of
she brought
office,
the
then-
receipts, you know. They sit up in there and lie and just make stuff up, and she had the proof. It ticked him right off, so he jumped up and left.
Oh, looky
Oh.
there.
No.
Well, God, no. Build my sody.
Oh my gosh, let me make you
She got
big. What a cute
bloomers.
dolly.
It's a baby doll. Is that a Rosie doll?
Oh, I love it.
Very cute.
Aw.
She's adorable.
But I need to
Adorbs,
make a bowl for
adorbs.
a hair or something. I don't know.
I love blue
Hmm.
clothes on blonde.
Yeah, she is really cute. Her shoes are too.
Maybe she needs a crown or something. I don't know.
I got a new hat. See?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the pink one.
That's cute.
Oh wow, you got that done
Yeah,
fast.
got ruffles.
You decorated that thing.
Where to the
Can
dog?
you even see the hat up under it anymore?
It's
Hi,
ruffled
Laura.
like that.
Oh,
Hi,
it's another
Laura.
hat.
Hi,
Yeah,
Laura.
I got the
Yeah,
yellow
it's
one. The yellow one I would.
Yeah, she made a little yellow
Yeah.
one
oh,
too.
look at
Heart.
that.
Cute, cute, cute.
We were talking about ruffles, and the pink one has ruffles.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
cute.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about just making a whole bunch of little hats. Just make them and just
Make
like
a little cowboy hat.
yeah, I can make a cowboy hat. All
Yeah.
you gotta do to make a cowboy hat is just do a hat with a rim and pinch
Oh
it in the
yeah,
middle.
Granny D has one.
Oh yeah.
It's ready made.
Oh, from your pickle.
You can put it on your squirrel.
Yeah.
Look, it's on my head.
I'll have to
Um,
make me some
I
flowers.
think Sunita and
You can put on a pickle.
kids found it at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, you can pickle your food.
Yeah, he came on Marshall Dillon.
Yeah, it's Marshall Dillon with glasses on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Very
that's cute.
cute.
I just
That's
get
Elderly Marshall Dillon. He had to have specs.
Where she got those glasses from?
Well, without the hat, he could be Doc.
I got
Where
like
are those glasses? Why you tickling me?
Brenda Land gave me some glasses, some doll glasses. Is Brenda still here? Ask her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hi, Laura, honey.
She
Yeah.
is.
Where did you get those glasses you gave me, Brenda? She gave me some glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some on Temu, but they were overpriced. They wanted like I think $25
Boy, some
for
of
like
Timu's
5 pairs.
prices have just gone.
Holy
That
cow.
was a lot. I said, no, thank you.
I was like,
Yeah.
That's
Well, even the
pretty
little
high.
crowns were expensive.
Yeah, I'm about halfway afraid to
Mm.
you
fly
see
out
my
there.
new pearls from Sunita? Biggin.
Yeah, I saw them.
Yeah, pretty fancy.
Nice.
9mm, 10 milli.
What kind of those? Those furls?
Those are pearls. Yeah.
Resin
Whoop, whoop.
pearls.
Very
Pretty,
nice.
pretty.
Thank you.
Pretty, pretty.
They went to Angela Wright, but she gave them to me. She must not care for pearls.
Brenda said Amazon
Oh,
sister.
did you get them from Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
I need
What's
to get
that?
a pair of
Oh, the
little
glass.
glasses. Real
Gold
cute
glass.
little glasses.
I mean, Hobby Lobby got some too, but they're still too big. What I need it for?
Yeah, I need to get some to
Hey, Johnny.
John Bon
Hi,
Jovi.
Johnny.
John Bon Bornshine.
I was getting worried that you weren't going to come tonight.
John?
Yeah, I wanted to make a video for the blanket, but it's raining and raining and raining.
Oh,
And
So
Yeah,
tired of the rain. Aren't we going to get moldy?
That was what Dee cracked me up when she said that. This rain makes me feel moldy.
Well, it's just been every ding dong day.
Okay, who wants to see the blankets?
It's, real humid.
Me. Make her big.
Hold on. Give me a minute.
Oh.
It's stuck. Go away. I don't know if I can hold it up. The thing is so heavy.
oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
That's humongous. Wow, that turned out beautiful.
That
Oh,
is
did you get it
so
done?
nice. How
And
big
I
a
made
bed would that fit on?
I made a border around like this.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
I like that. It looks so country,
Yeah, it's big.
modern country.
Johnny's very fortunate. That's a beautiful
it is.
blanket.
I don't like it.
Johnny's a tall guy. He needs a big blanket.
I want to watch it the head
That's
outside,
right.
but like I said, it's raining, so
Thank you, Brian.
it's a workout. Oh my god.
Hey, Laura.
Good.
Well, the guys just came in, so I'm going to get off. It's going to get noisy around here.
Let's get
All right,
loud.
Cynthia. Thanks so much
Thanks for
for
having
coming
me.
up.
It was great to see everybody.
All right, we'll talk to you
Okay.
later.
Good night.
Okay, good night.
I just dropped a bunch of stuff. I gotta put my camera off for a minute. I've dropped stuff. Oh God, I hope I don't smash
Me
my.
too. I was trying to carry all those balls of yarn in here. I had about 4 balls in my hands, and I just dropped every dang one of them.
Drop my glasses.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Drop my hats.
Thank you, Johnny.
Hey, Kimberly. Does that you?
I think she just popped in. I don't know.
I may have. Shoot.
You know what?
Oh,
Yeah, I think she was here earlier, but I'm not sure.
boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I like. Okay. Oh. Sorry. You know what we need to do?
Yeah.
I burped it. It slips out so much. Hello? We need to do a marathon.
Burp contest.
No, not a burp. We could do a burp contest. We could. We really could.
What kind of
Like I
marathon?
had gastric, I couldn't burp.
Oh.
I'd just go.
I like to burp though. I don't say bad manners, just good spaghetti. Good spaghetti.
I'm burping in that other end too. She said it the other day.
I have to lose my shirt. Let's see.
She likes to get rid of the air.
Burp, 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 burp. Oh.
I hope I can get some good sleep. Since Tuesday night when I had that happen at night.
That's been blessed.
I've been scared to death.
Oh, yeah.
Scared to take my meds, so I'll just take like 1 instead of 3. Not go to
Mm.
bed
I had
till
one of those
5 and wake up at
today.
7. And I still had a little
Oh,
nest
that's not good. You're not getting your
like the
rest
other
then.
day.
Oh.
But I took my meds this morning and I've been going all day long, but hopefully that'll get it all out so I can sleep tonight without having to worry about it.
Thank you, Johnny.
Yeah.
Thank you, Johnny.
Yeah, I had one of those accidents today and it was not funny. And
Oh, Tuesday morning was awful. You know, this is so gross, but it's really something that I think is needed. I need it. Why, or has it been invented? On the back of your toilet seat, there should be a mirror so you can see your butt so you can get it good and clean.
I don't want to see the back of my butt.
Yeah. Especially when you got a big old butt, you know.
Well, I suppose you could just put glue one on there on the toilet seat.
But ain't that a good
Yeah.
that's what a
My
dog
mama
drinking.
used to always wipe her tail, and then she'd bring the toilet paper up and look at it, and I'm going, no, Mama, don't do that.
Well, I
You
mean,
just keep wiping till you know nothing's wet back there.
do you wipe?
Yeah.
Do you go from the front behind, or do you wipe between your legs?
I have to get it because I'm so fat. There ain't no getting between these legs.
Really? No, you sure ain't got.
No, I have to get up.
Oh well, I'm a
And
big
put
woman.
my
I can
arm
wipe.
back and wipe
between-
from front to back.
Oh really? I wipe between mine. I have.
I can
I
go
always
between
wipe-
my legs.
Really? You ain't that big. I always wipe between. I wipe with.
Well, if you're bottom heavy, you know that
Well,
Yeah, I
I'm top
guess.
heavy. I'm not
Yeah.
bottom heavy. Mine looks
Mm.
like we took two different bodies and put a
I'm well
big
proportioned,
top on a small
except
bottom.
for here up. I look okay in my arms, like from here to here. But
You said I
back,
never invented it.
huh?
It's there. They
There
got
are.
it.
Oh, they got one? Oh.
Really, you mean?
I was like, really? Yeah,
Surely there
yeah.
should be these, because then I could look back and see that I got stuff too.
Oh.
Yeah, I was thinking about just getting one and, like you said, just sticking it
Yeah,
for
you could just.
The
either
$7.99
hot
on
gluing or
Amazon
something
and
on it.
48.60 on iSpot.
How much?
Oh.
$7.99 on Amazon.
God, I'd never be able to
Oh,
reach
that's not
behind me and
bad.
wipe my butt. I hope.
Well, I've got one of those the chairs that goes the handicap chair that goes over the toilet to bring it up. So
Yeah.
mine's just a stupid plastic chair, but I think yeah.
Maybe
Teeny
make it
tiny
big.
mirror.
I
Oh
mean, I
no,
think
it's
you
bigger
can
than
get
I
them bigger.
thought.
Oh.
I don't know.
It's bigger than I thought. I thought it was tiny.
Yeah, they're all tiny.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day. I was like, surely somebody's invented that.
No,
Yeah, well, oh.
Yeah, and it turned out they have. Wow.
man. Like I said, every time I think of
Who
something
knew?
what I never invented, I look it up and it's already out. I was like, what?
My ex used to say, I always say he was going to invent something. I'm like, 20 years later,
What
I'm still
girl?
waiting.
Do you have a chair lift on your toilet? Do you have a?
Yeah, the chair that goes on top of the chair. It's like a toilet seat
Yeah, I have one
chair.
of those.
Like if you had the pot up underneath it, you could just have it in your
I'm
room.
saying you're in great shape if you can wipe from reach behind and do that way.
I do reach behind and do it that way.
I know. I'm saying that's good.
Oh,
Being in good shape. I can never do that. Thank God I can. Right.
thank God my arms are long enough that
I
my
got
butt.
long arms too, but I couldn't do that for nothing.
Guess I could do between my legs if I bowed them out. But I usually have my pants. I don't have my pants all the way down to my knees, but I could.
Hmm.
Yeah.
TMI. Anything else y'all want to know that I ain't already told
You learn something new.
What you want, Sass? What you want? Come here. You stinky girl. She's looking at me like I did something to her. What, baby? What is it? What you want? What is it? What is it? What is it, little girl? You said hi to everybody?
That'd be good for, people that had hemorrhoids and stuff like that too, to keep a check on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gross, but
Well,
Well, it's just part
damn
of
thing.
being human, I
Yeah.
think.
part of aging. It's hard.
Yeah.
Thank God I've never had problems with that.
Anybody home?
Knock, knock.
Yeah, we're here.
Hey,
Knock,
Hello.
knock. Anyone calling?
look like a floating head.
What?
Everything is dark.
My head bleeding?
It's
You
shiny.
see your head in black. It's just a floating head.
A floating head?
Yeah,
That sounds kind of dirty.
because it's
Oh, I
dark.
have a floating
dark.
head.
Yeah, you were blended in with the dark.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
I liked it. Kind of cool.
Kind of groovy,
Yeah,
man.
it's probably dark in here. I don't have no lights on. Been cleaning my room.
It's dark in there,
Put my
Bill. I mean, who are you, Johnny?
Who are you?
Yeah.
So why do you want a mirror on your toilet? I mean,
See how
what is
much
that for?
I get my butt clean when I poop.
Well, they have those squirters that you push a button and it mits
Bidet,
you.
but that costs big bucks, don't it? I don't have a
You can get
bidet.
a garden.
Yeah,
All
I
you,
think
all you
they're
need is a
expensive.
garden hose and just
Oh,
hit a
please.
button.
You still gotta dry your
That's a
ass off.
redneck bidet.
When you got a fan, you
And a
could always
garden
blow it,
hose up on your deck and through the.
blow your butt or something.
Mm.
No, I just want to make sure I get it good and clean. I'm not
Yeah.
like my mom. I don't take the toilet paper and come up here and look at it. I just think that's too gross.
Oh Lord.
She used to do
Why?
that. When
At
I
least,
never
at least
knew
you don't.
that until she was in the nursing home. I'm like, Mama, have you always done that? Yeah. How you know you get clean if you don't look at it? And I'm like,
That sounds bad. I mean, like you get down and measure how long it is or something.
right? Well,
I got baby wipes in the
you
bathroom.
just
Baby
look at
wipes.
the toilet paper after she wiped, but yeah,
Mm.
little toilet humor.
Yeah, my blanket is awesome.
Is that
Yes,
not
it
the
is.
best?
Maybe next month we'll make another one.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
That looks like a blanket you need to share with a woman friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have woman friends.
It's big enough.
Y'all ain't too smart for that, ain't you?
I'm offering.
You're offering. You want me to share my blanket with you? I'll go make my rounds.
Just ask them. Say, hey, do you want to?
They had some guy here today. He was looking at the motel. He was here like last week. Hopefully he buys it.
Oh,
That'd be okay. How are you, Michelle?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Rosalie, how are you?
I'm good. Sexy boy.
Great.
There's Jax. Hi,
Lighted
Jax.
seat, Johnny said. Smell seat.
Man, every
Yeah.
time I go out to work on my car, it rains.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
Oh.
raining
No,
everywhere.
I never feel like I'm gonna fall off.
We got too much rain, Johnny.
I don't know. I live up on the concrete block, so it doesn't really matter.
He's in the concrete jungle.
Yeah. Less Western. Less is more. Are you eating? You were eating again?
What you
Felt.
got, Noni?
Crackers?
Felt.
Oh, felt.
Felt.
Oh, felt.
Oh, Phil.
That's that furry stuff, isn't it? That fuzzy
Oh.
furry stuff.
Not
She's
furry.
getting her fiber in.
No, I don't need no fiber. I'm trying to find a piece of felt to put up in the top of my hat. Give it some structure.
Hello, Charlotte.
I think I used all the pink. Let's get her another bottle.
A camera connected to my phone.
You can take it. You could have a camera on the toilet seat. Nah, maybe not. That probably would be too good. So, what are you guys working on tonight?
Mirror, and I could just, glue it. Hot glue it.
I finished this hat, and I'm working on a second.
Nice. What color are they? Oh, okay. I see that.
This one's like green. This one's green,
Green. Okay.
and the next one's going to be green too because I'm using the same skein of yarn.
Okay. That's gonna look nice. So you're gonna make twins, huh?
Yep.
2 for 10.
for my donations.
Oh. Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's pretty cool.
You down by the sea, schoolyard and me.
Now I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah, I
I
do
do
that
that
now
all
too,
the
Noni.
time.
Oops.
Nobody up there.
Hello.
Might as well.
So what you making, Granny? I just seen the top of that.
Same bag. Was I making the
Oh,
bag or I was
bag.
making a shawl last night? This is going to
okay.
be a felted bag, which means I'm going to throw it in the washing machine after I get done with it. It's all wool, 100% wool, which
Mhm.
means it goes in the hot washing machine.
Now
And it's
on
going
that
to have
blanket,
handles.
Rosie.
I've shown you one I've
If I
done before,
used to
right?
wash it, how would I wash it
Oh,
for
you hand
future?
hand wash it and hang it or hang it or flat dry.
Okay, no heat, right?
I mean, a lot of people put them in the dryer, but I wouldn't suggest it.
Then
I
you
don't
get
know.
Okay,
balls, you get peels.
You get balls.
balls.
Mhm.
Balls would be nice.
I mean, I put mine in a dryer, and it's fine, but it's
Okay, our dryer gets really hot. I
If
can
it's
put it on an
all
air
acrylic,
flop.
unless it's
Like
no
what I do
peel,
pillows
no
and stuff.
peel.
that
Yeah.
would be fine.
Yeah, I
I
don't
got
ever usually wash my blankets.
balls on my stuff.
I mean,
I
Noni had a
can't
lot of
wait.
blankets she put in the dryer, right, Noni?
Huh?
You had a lot of blankets and you put them in the dryer and they were fine, right?
Yep. I put them on a like low.
Low. Okay.
It
Maybe
might
Yeah.
not
shrink.
drying
Yeah.
What
all
if it
the
shrinks?
No,
nails.
they don't shrink.
It's
Yeah.
not gonna shrink.
They won't shrink.
It won't shrink.
Hmm.
No.
Acrylic won't. Wool does.
Yeah, what's that video you had where you gave all that food to the
Uh,
pantry?
yeah.
That was a lot of food.
Yeah. Did you see the first one?
I think I might have. Yeah,
They
there was a
were
lot.
happy.
I bet they were.
They had hardly anything on Thursday. I was like, oh,
So what do? You take your food, or you go shopping and then go to the thing and donate?
Granny, do you know where I'm going?
Huh?
Nobody Michelle knows.
Rosa, yeah, Rosalie's a dumpster diver.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
she
in
finds all
Raleigh, you
kinds
can't do that here. But when I lived in California, me and my mom, well, my mom, she wasn't married, we would go trash digging at night, bring it all home, go through it, and take the bags back and take all the good stuff out and then sell it at a garage sale.
Yeah, I
but
told them
Yeah.
about how you'd get arrested
Because
here.
they had estates where people had passed away and they threw away all their stuff. Me and my mom, I had a truck and we'd load it all up, take it home, go through it, and then take it back and put it out to the curb.
Yeah.
But
So
everything,
are
like
the
find
dates
mowers and everything like
expired?
that and fix them and sell them.
Are the
Huh?
dates expired on the food, or
Only for like 2 days.
so they'll
Hello,
still
Laura.
take it? Because
Yeah.
sometimes
Like
they're
end of
really not.
May or something like that. But
I mean, I know there's nothing wrong with it, and you
I
can
mean,
go a while.
it's just what it calls the stable stuff. Stable shelf, the
Crackers.
Fresh
crackers, cereal, and I
Yeah.
don't put like
Yeah.
meats and stuff because I don't know. That
Oh
stuff
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Canned stuff.
Milk and
I mean, I do that for 6 years now, and I'm still alive.
Wow. Really? Wow. That's cool.
that is terrific.
Mhm.
Because they shouldn't throw that. They should do exactly what you're doing instead of throwing it in the dumpster. Just
I
take
know
it.
they should have just donated. Like they come pick it up.
Right.
They would come and pick it up, but no.
Yeah.
Really?
They even
Wow.
put it in there in
Mhm.
boxes
The
and bags.
companies
You
are
have to
so
pull
darn
out the bags. You got
wasteful.
the whole bag full of cereal.
You'd think they
Yeah.
could do a tax write-off on it, but it's probably something to do with like the date expiration thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to my food pantry, and it said as long as it's like 3 months, the expiration date 3 months, it's fine.
Hmm.
But my stuff is always like just expired, like a day or two.
It's still
Yeah.
good.
I know they put so much
Hmm.
what do you call it? Conversation. No, they put so much, so it's stable, stable life, shelf life,
Yeah.
and the stuff is still good for
Hmm.
another 6 7 months. So
Oh yeah, definitely. On certain stuff, it's even longer than that.
I know.
Like even coffee creamer. Once you open it up, like for me, I can keep coffee creamer some
Yeah, for a long
depending
time.
on what the flavor is, but sometimes it'll last forever
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah, when you open it up, there's nothing in it because it all dried up. Ding dong.
You're just full of it tonight, aren't you?
Johnny, you're just full
I
of it
love to hear him
tonight.
laugh.
I had a good day. It was a good day today.
Good.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, we did like 30 rooms, and I was done before noon. So
Cool.
yeah, shorter the day, the better I like it.
Hmm.
And the housekeepers, they still work till like 5 o'clock. That's why I like doing laundry. Once I'm done, I'm done.
So is it
Yeah.
mainly this is a generalization again too. But I've just noticed, in the hotel industry, hotel, motel, whatever, that mostly Indian
Yeah,
folks own them. So was it an
right.
Indian? Not that it matters, but I'm just curious. So none
Yeah,
of your
they're the ones
Indian
with the
person that
money.
was looking at it today?
Yeah, they're all Indians. They're
Yeah.
all. I mean, my boss owns like 35 motels.
Wow.
Mm.
I may see him once a week. He may call me and ask me
Well,
how
they're
I'm doing or
smart.
something
They
like
come
that.
over
So
here and they
yeah, yeah, when they leave India, India gives them like $500,000 to open a motel,
what?
and then if they go into partners, you get 6 partners, and within 2 or 3
So
months,
that's why
you
they
got
start
like 8 or 9 motels,
doing that.
and
Yeah.
he's actually building 2 new ones. Right now, he's in
Oh
the
wow.
process of building one right now next to Holiday Inn Express. It's going to be a Hyatt or a Hilton or something like that. I don't know.
Hampton
And
Inn is I love that's my bougie. When I'm going to be bougie, I like to go there.
the Hampton, yeah, that's owned by another Patel, but I used to work for him. I've
The
known my
one
boss
here is
20 years,
so
so
very nice.
my boss is a good guy. He will take care of you. So I mean, he puts up with me a lot. I mean, I have a problem of voicing my opinion a little bit too much, probably. And I don't like to. If something's wrong, I like to take care of it. Or so.
Oh God,
Ruff, 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 ruff.
Colin! Damn.
Hmm.
So
No one
it's
mute
just
the dogs. Get
it's
the
just real
remote.
simple. So.
And I don't mean really mute,
Mm.
but
I've
I
been
just
feeding a whole bunch of kittens. There was 2 cats out here this morning, and then when I took a whole bunch of cans of tuna and put in a little bowl and put it out
Hmm.
near the wood line, and they had, I guess there was kittens because there was 6 of them out there, all different colors, so cute little guys, and they were all eating.
Oh.
And but there's so many cats here, it ain't even funny.
Oh man.
no.
Meow
And
meow.
only my son-in-law used to call a pacifier a mute button when their babies would cry. So get the mute button.
Mm.
Yeah. So what's your next project, Rosalie?
She's gone.
Yeah, my TV's
Stick to
lagging
it.
a little bit, I guess. Maybe.
Oh,
Let me
smell
refresh
like
it a little bit.
What are those little knots?
Sorry.
All right, let's see what that does.
My next project was this one, but now I'm kind of I don't know what I want to make.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that is.
Well,
Hi, Nita Craft Creations, Varsha. It's very good to see
But
you.
no, I don't know what I make.
Hey,
No more blankets.
tell me
no more
needlecraft.
blankets. How about
Her
seat
name is
covers?
Varsha.
Is what?
A what?
Seat, yeah,
Toilet
Varsha.
seat
seat
covers.
covers. Toilet seat covers.
Varsha with a V.
With
Yeah,
a
seat
B?
covers. No, I like that. It's
With a
cute.
V, yeah.
Varsha
Thank
or
you.
Varsha.
Varsha with a
V
V.
is in
V.
van. Varsha.
Yeah.
Hey,
Van.
darling. Varsha.
Colleen, when you get done, yeah, bring one of those biscuits and half a glass of milk.
Man, Julio done by the schoolyard.
There we go. I got my eyeballs. It's a big fingerprint on my glasses.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. So what are you making, Nomi?
Normie.
Nomi. May. She not say she muted me. Or something.
What?
You
I didn't
mute.
mean for you to mute yourself. I was just picking
What?
Pick it.
Picking?
my nose.
Pick it. I
Making
feel like
hats.
what's that?
She's making hats.
Hats. All those little hats that I seen that little hat you had.
Yeah.
How's that stay on your head?
You just clip it on there.
No, it's only like the size of $1 or something.
Can you?
It's a fascinator like the Royals wear.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I will. La, 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 la. Let's see. Red hat is pink, so
Oh,
red.
that's
Young farts. Be free.
parts.
Young farts be free tonight. He's singing.
Oh, it's Rod Stewart. Tonight.
I didn't know Rod Stewart was still performing.
No, it's like 110, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
He's like about Bowie's age, I guess. Bowie.
Bowie, he's dead. He died. David
I
Bowie.
know. Been gone. Wasn't that a weird last song that he did?
Yeah, I remember. I grew up
A little red
listening to
dress.
David Bowie. He used
Lazarus?
to have long blonde hair. I mean, he used to have really
Little red
long
dress,
hair.
little gold hair.
Yeah.
No,
I just
Mexican.
remember it being.
Put that box over.
Goldilocks?
Yeah, Goldilocks.
Christmas Goldilocks?
It's ain't Christmas. She's
His
kind of like
wife
Goldie's.
was gorgeous. What was her name? Iman? The
Yeah.
black
Awful
model.
lady.
Rosie's doll kind of looked like my doll. Sure.
Oh. Oh, yeah. With the curls.
Banana carols.
I like bananas. Yeah, banana, that's a good fruit. I like banana.
Bananas.
Nanners.
Oh, there's the baby.
I was looking for her. I couldn't find her. Say hi.
Well, most people do like bananas.
Oh, that's cute.
Baby kitty.
No.
Say hi.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Meow. Snookers.
Really like
No, that's Michelle's Snickers, ain't it?
Yeah, where's my Snooky? She didn't come out, did she?
Man, there's a wait a minute. What? Oh, that's a little doggy. Wait, is that another cat?
There
There's
was
a
a
cat over there.
Yeah, that's a
Oh, that's
kitten.
so
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, but I have to find a home for her.
Did you name her yet?
Give her
I
to
don't name
Johnny.
her. That's not my cat to keep.
You just call her cat.
Cat.
My friend's got a dog. He just calls it dog.
No, I call it a B word.
Oh,
She's crazy. She's crazy.
Hmm.
It's like the cats over the hill. There's a black one, and then there's like a Morris, a yellow one, and 2 or 3 black and white
I
ones.
love ginger kitties. The orange one.
Yeah.
I used to have one that was huge. It was like Morris. You remember Morris, the cat?
Yeah.
She would eat with her paw. She'd take her paw or her drink and dip it in the water and lick her paw or salsa. We'd be eating Doritos and salsa.
Oh wow.
She'd
There's
stick
got
her
to drink
paw
out
in
of
the salsa. I hope
Also,
you had her salsa on in another dish or something. She didn't go in the jar.
Well, double dip. It's okay. It was just me.
All the hair in there.
It was just me. Been just me for a very long time. So I'm okay with that.
You don't get lonesome. I don't either.
I was the only child, so I always found stuff to do.
Yeah.
You know. I remember getting in. Oh, I got in so much trouble when I was young.
You mean with your parents or what?
Yeah, just in general. I was a bad kid.
a bad kid.
Yeah, I was a bad kid, cousin.
Ain't all little boys
Yeah.
bad?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, there she is. Come on over here.
Snooky.
I was wondering what happened to you.
Meow. Meow.
Come
Meow.
on.
Meow.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Meow.
That's a good girl.
Come on. Meow. Meow.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, quit scaring the kitty cat away. Poor little Snookums.
They don't have like a truck that comes through and picks up stray cats or anything?
They got traps, and I'm not much for trap. I'm not a hunter, so I grew up on the West Coast. We went surfing and skiing, and I wasn't into the hunting and all that. That's not me. So I like live and let live type things, So
Yeah.
I do like feeding them, though. The pound says not to
That's a
feed
good
them, but
thing.
they got to eat. They go behind Waffle House all the time.
Yeah.
They're everywhere at night. Oh man, there's cats all around them. You see them on the camera. They're upstairs, downstairs, sitting on people's cars. Maybe that's a little bit too much, but
Oh.
yeah.
You said there's about 30 of them or
Yeah,
so?
25, 30, all different colors.
Oh.
So there's in the front of the motel in the back. So we have all woods in the back. It's all unincorporated back there. So between the homeless and the cats and everything
there
else.
or no kill shelters or both.
Supposedly it's a no cure shelter, but it's always full.
No, they euthanize there. They keep.
Oh
them,
yeah.
They keep them 3 weeks. If nobody claims them or nobody gets them, they euthanize.
Oh.
That's why people need to get their animals fixed.
Yeah, isn't that what Bob Barker used to say?
Yes, they are neuter.
Expensive.
Or keep them
I don't know what's going
inside.
on up there, but I hear explosions.
Explosion.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
That only happens in the bathroom.
That's just Colin.
Well, it ain't Colin. It might be my husband. He's crazier than bed bug.
He was singing
Been
Young
acting
Folks
Mm.
Be
lately.
Free Tonight.
Of course, we got that thing with the governor. I did look that up just a little bit minute ago. Out tomorrow.
Oh,
Tomorrow's the
it's for
tomorrow's the
tomorrow.
parade. I hope it gets
Isn't
rained out.
Sunday's Father's Day?
What they're doing is
Tomorrow.
they called in the national. Michelle was right. The governor got the National Guard and told them to people to stay
Yeah.
out of town unless absolutely
Told
necessary.
them what?
Here in Missouri, they've got told people to stay out of town unless it's absolutely necessary because there's going to be some. Because me and Johnny are living in a college town, and
Oh, it's a part. Our town is a party town.
Well,
party
so it's
protesters.
DC where that parade is supposed to be for the army, but it's Trump's birthday, right?
Yes, my sister's birthday
They
is
were
on.
trying to shut that down.
Yeah, but they've got it called in a national guard. The governor's called it not a national disaster, but I looked it up.
You call that one in DC.
Oh, and a national or
Emergency
emergency or
things.
I thought it
something.
was due to the rain. Everything's
No,
flooded.
well, that's what I thought, but because it's Trump's birthday, their people are threatening to do him in.
Well,
Mm.
you could always just get a big money gun or something.
That's what's going on.
That was so weird about the silencer. I thought, here we got this president that probably everybody would like to pop upside the head. And now they want to make silencers legal. That's good. That's the only thing good about the big, beautiful bill.
I'm not political. I don't really
I
follow
never
any of
used
that.
to be, but this guy makes me want to just.
You know, I don't watch it. I mean, I don't. I support our military in any way.
I
He just
support our
seems to
Mhm.
keep forgetting that
Constitution,
we
and our
live in a
military is
democracy.
supposed to support our Constitution and not his dumb butt.
Well, I
They're
don't
not
know.
doing that.
I always, whenever I see a veteran or something, I always try to recognize him, and you know, he fought for our freedom, so that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
But, well, I guess I need to go to the office and make my walk around. I don't even know how many rooms we have tonight.
Thanks for stopping in.
Okay, you guys take care.
Tony,
All right, we'll be
Right.
here for another
back?
2 minutes.
Another 2 years.
I might be in chat or something. I don't know.
hi Susan.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I fell asleep. Did you eat your spaghetti, Susan?
All right. Good night.
Susan.
Getting good.
Good
Susan.
night, ladies.
Good night.
Night.
Susan. Susan.
Skidetty. Skidetty. Sassy. Poor dog. She is clumsy. Clumsy puppy.
Hey, Susan. Oh, you fell asleep. Oh,
Put
no.
a cheater spaghetti. I did eat spaghetti.
Did you eat your
I was
spaghetti? Oh, then you fell asleep after it. Oh,
Your little
it must
belly
have tasted good
phone got
then.
comfy. Oh, I gotta get up. My feet's going to sleep.
All right. Well, I wanted to thank everyone for stopping in tonight. We appreciate you, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful night. And hopefully, the fathers have a good Father's Day, and the rest of us have a great weekend.
Friday the
So thank you
13th.
very
Watch
much.
out the rest of this night.
Oh yeah, Friday the 13th. Some people consider it their lucky
Me
day.
too. Yeah.
All right. Good night,
Nina said that's a
everybody.
lucky number.
Night.
Good night. Love you all.
Okie doke.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.